The same time. The same time. We're gonna go live on YouTube. Hi, YouTube. How are you doing? So, let me move my cup that my friend Rosalie gave me. Shout out, Rosalie. Rosalie gave me that cup because she loves me. Okay, I'm gonna put this here. Hi, Allie. How are you guys doing? If you guys are on the Facebook side, make sure you say hi because I can't see you until you tell me that you're there. Because when you're on your computer, it doesn't show you the people that are coming in. But if you're on your phone, it does. I think on an iPad it does as well. But it doesn't say like oh, Jenny popped in, or or such and such is watching, or anything like that. It does not tell you anything like that. On YouTube, it doesn't do that either. So I guess I'm like kind of used to it. I would love to say hi to everybody when they come in. Um, but it just doesn't tell me that you guys are there until you guys tell me that you're there, which kind of sucks, because I would assume that, hi, Molly. See, Molly said hello. So now I can say hello back to Molly. Allie already said hello. So I'm saying hi to Allie. But you would think like being on your like computer, it would show you more. Let me fix this camera because I feel like because I moved it yesterday for recording. Okay, that's gonna have to be good enough. Hi, Santos, first time watching. Well, thank you. Well, welcome. Make sure you like and subscribe, please, guys. If you guys could get some shares in. Hi, Katharina. How are you guys? How are you doing? I don't know what type of readings that we're gonna do today, but we're gonna do some. I just haven't figured out in my mind what we're gonna do yet. I'm kind of open. My name is Edna Santos. Okay, I'll try to make a mental note that you're Edna. I'm extremely forgetful because I have like super fucking ADHD. Like super fucking ADHD. Thank you for sharing. I truly appreciate it. Mandy! Oh my God. Where did you guys move to? I haven't talked to you like fucking forever. But you know what's funny? I started working on the Cecil Hotel video today and I'm almost done with it. I started editing it. I completely changed editing style like almost a month ago. I started editing it and then I got so frustrated because it wasn't coming out how I wanted it to come out. And but I'm almost done with it now. I'm done with editing all the audio. I need to go in and add or I'm done with the voiceover. I need to go in and add background music. I need to make a thumbnail and I have to do something else. I can't remember exactly what I have to do, but I'm almost done. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. So close, so close. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you. Make sure you guys are sharing as you're coming in and liking the live and thumbs up and all that kind of good stuff. Hi, Angeline. How are you doing? Y'all, I am 6 pounds skinnier. I know. You can't tell because I'm still fat. But I am 6 pounds skinnier. And do you guys want to know something really weird? Like, this is really odd, but I've noticed that when I lose weight, me personally, when I lose weight, I'll lose it here. Like this will start to go away, which it's starting to go away. I'll lose weight here first, like in my face and here. The second place I noticed that I lose weight, and y'all are going to laugh at me. Y'all are going to laugh at me, and I'm going to show y'all my outfit just so cuz you guys are going to know, okay? I'm not going to hide it. I'm wearing a sweater and I have shorts on. Okay. But I don't know if I can get my, let me see if I can get my foot up. The second place I notice is right here. You know, your bone, like your shin bone. Look at me. I'm like, this is a position I never thought I would be on in my life. But look, this is how pasty and white I am. Okay. So I always notice it here on my shin bone, and I'm just glad that we could get up close and personal with each other like that. Oh, I just gave myself a wedgie. But I always notice it in my shin bone. Like I notice, like she's bony in her shin right now. Is that fucking weird? Is that weird? I was literally telling my friends earlier. Um, I was on a video call with Nick and Dustin, and I was like, you know, I always, when I notice when I lose weight, I always lose it on my face and my double chins, right? But I notice it in my fucking shin, and I feel so weird that that happens, but I can't be the only one. Like, I know that when people lose weight, they always do it in like their own, everyone loses it. You notice it first in their own body, right? You know what I mean? But that's where I noticed it. And that is not the first time that I notice it in my shins. I noticed that last time. Hi Angeline, I think I already said hi to you before or earlier, but hi again just in case. Let's see. I'm apple shaped and I lose mine in my face and belly first. Downfall is I gain weight first on my face and my belly. Oh, well, same. I always same. I cannot lose weight for the life of me. So frustrating. Honestly, I have severe, well, not severe. I have really bad PCOS. Okay, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome. I developed it after I had Mason, and which means I have extremely bad insulin resistance. So that means no matter what I eat, my body just wants to store. Um, Now, whether I eat good calories or bad calories, or just whatever, my body wants to store. I personally have lost 50 in 2020 when the pandemic went around. I lost a good 52 fucking pounds because I did caloric deficit, which is calorie deficit. Caloric is calorie. So I did calorie deficit, or caloric deficit is the term for it, right? I did that. Caloric deficit is the one diet that will work for everybody, no matter fucking what medical issues you have going on. All these fad diets like keto. I'm not trashing keto, but keto is actually really bad for you very long term. High fat is not good for your heart. It's very bad for cholesterol and heart. So keto diet and stuff like that. I tried keto. Keto made me gain 8 pounds in a week. And when I asked my OBGYN, because I just happened to have an appointment, and I've talked about this on my lives before, when I tried to do keto, my ex-husband and I used to get in fights about it. And he's like, "Oh, you're gaining weight because you're cheating." And I'm like, "No, motherfucker, I'm starving. Like, I'm gaining weight because I can't do high fat because of my insulin resistance." So I finally did low calorie because I was single. I was doing my own fucking thing, and I did low calorie, and it worked like a fucking charm. This time around, I am still doing low calorie, but adding to the low calorie, I am doing a weight loss shot, which is technically not a weight loss shot. It is Ozempic. A lot of people are doing like Manjaro is very popular right now. Wegovy and Ozempic are all in like the same category. Ozempic is better for me because I have insulin resistance, and Ozempic is technically a insulin. Technically, Ozempic is insulin. I'm on uh, 0.25 milligrams a week, which isn't a lot. You take one shot a week. You can put it in your stomach or whatever. I do my inner thigh. You just grab a little pinch of your inner thigh, not hard, and you just stick it. It's the tiniest little fucking needle. The dials very easily. You just dial it to however many milligrams you're taking. Um, and then you inject, you press the button down, you hold it for about, 5 to 10 seconds, then you pull it out and you replace the cap. So it's not difficult to do at all. Personally, this is a little tip or trick. If you ever have to do self injections, and the injections make you can or does make you nauseous, don't do it. A lot of people do it in their stomach. And I always tell them, like, why are you doing it in your stomach? It's going to make you nauseous. It's right there in your stomach. You put it in your inner thigh, and it's not going to, you're going to get the effects that you want, but it's not going to make you sick. So I always tell people, like, don't inject in your stomach, inject in your inner thigh. And it's a fatty area just like your belly. So you're not gonna feel it. It is like not even the tiniest of fucking pinch. Like it's not gonna bother you. It's not gonna affect you whatsoever. I truly like cannot stress that enough. So that really helps. And the reason why I'm doing that too is because the Ozempic shot really helps to curb your appetite. And that is one of the biggest things I dealt with when I did low calorie the first time. It was hard to maintain a strict calorie count. And I was probably a lot more stricter on myself than anybody really needs to be. Um, and it was hard for me to maintain that strict calorie count because I was hungry a lot, and I didn't want to get hangry. And the Ozempic really does help with that. Like I've noticed now, I'll get hungry, like I'll be like, oh fuck, I'm hungry, I'm hungry, I'm hungry, right? And then all of a sudden, like I'll want to make a plate of food how I used to make a plate of food. Hi, Ruby. But I can't eat all that anymore. So I have to mentally tell myself, like, okay, do like half of what I normally would. And I still eat low calorie when I'm doing it. So it's a lot better for me. Listen, if you guys like ever have any um you ever have any questions about like low calorie meals or low calorie stuff and shit like that, like listen, I'm your girl. Hit me up because I've been cooking low calorie a long time. I have a lot of experience cooking keto as well. If you guys are on keto, I can help you with keto recipes and stuff. My ex-husband was keto for like the last 2 years before we split up. So I used to cook for him keto and stuff. So hi Cindy, you would like a reading? Okay, we're gonna get into the reading stuff in just a minute. Let me read some more comments real quick because I remember my people over here on YouTube. I'm on two screens, so my people over here on YouTube are commenting, so I want to read it. I can't wait for the Cecil. We bought where we were living, but it was a duplex and we refurbished it into a single dwelling. We had to go to Charlotte and clean up my sister-in-law's house, and now we have seven what? Barbie houses. What? Barbie houses. My 10-year-old nephew has diabetes. He has to take insulin 3 times a day. Yep, that's what Ozempic is. It's an insulin medicine. Wow, are you taking that weight loss needle? I don't know what you mean. Are you talking about like the shot? So it's been on Wednesday, it'll be 2 weeks, and I've lost 6 pounds. And honestly, I had a really, really, really big cheat day the other day. So I was like, ooh. Um, I tried all kinds of diets and never could lose weight. Finally gave in and had the variation or yeah, the weight loss surgeries are good, but there is a lot of long-term effects to the weight loss surgeries. So when I was at my heaviest weight in 2019, I 2019 and early 2020, I was at my heaviest weight. Yeah, I know what you meant, bariatric surgery. Yeah. Um, I was at my heaviest weight in 2019 and beginning of 2020, like right before the pandemic. And I was considering doing bariatric surgery, aka weight loss surgery. And I actually started the steps in doing it. And my insurance at the time would pay for it, no problem. But the long term effects of it is not something that I really wanted to deal with. So I didn't do it. But I mean, to each their own. I'm not knocking anybody that does. It is a great tool if that's what people decide to do. A lot of people say like, oh, it's the easy way out, and it's really not because it's not a difficult surgery, but the upkeep, how it's a huge lifestyle change. You can't overeat anymore because if you do, you have what's called like dumping syndrome. It's painful, it makes you really sick. Like it's you people that have bariatric surgery, a lot of them lose a fuck ton of hair. like a fuck ton of hair. And I already lost a fuck ton of hair because PCOS makes you lose a whole bunch of hair in your head and then it puts it right on your chin. So it's like, listen, we're going to take the hair from your head, but that's okay because we're going to put it on your chin for you. So yeah, there's plucking involved. So there's that. Yeah, I had Blue Cross Blue Shield and it would have covered the whole thing. Yeah. Let's see. Ozempic. Yes, I'm on Ozempic. I'm on Ozempic technically. I was scared. I was one of the lucky ones. It was hard the first few times. Yeah, it is. It is very difficult. Oh my gosh. I think that I've had an ulcer maybe one time, but I technically I self-diagnosed the ulcer, but I could tell that it was something completely different that I'd never had before. And I think it was an ulcer from stress. I had weight loss surgery 2 weeks ago. Oh, nice, nice. If you don't mind me asking, like, how is your are you, like, still, like, doing, like, liquids right now? Because I know that, like, you have to, like, wean into, like, doing, like, liquids and stuff like that. Okay, let's get into are you live on YouTube? Yes, I'm live over here with you guys. It is Facebook, and over here it is YouTube. So you see me like going back and forth. Now, technically, there are programs where I can merge you guys together, but sometimes it's easier for me to like have the two separate entities every now and then. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep it like that. I'm just gonna keep it like this for right now. Okay. I feel better. I can't breathe when I swallow, or I'll take in air, which is painful. Yeah, I know you can't drink through a straw. You can't drink while you're eating. There's like that's what I'm saying. Like people say, like, oh, weight loss surgery is the easy way out, and it's really not because everything you have to completely change your whole entire fucking life like that. And the learning curve of changing your life like that is if you do anything wrong, you're gonna have a whole bunch of fucking pain because of it. And it sucks. How many calories a day are you aiming for? Okay, so technically for me, I'm very strict on myself with calories. I really am. Now everyone's calorie, you can do a calorie calculator for yourself, and that goes by your gender, so male or female. It goes by your weight and your height, and it tells you how many calories you can have a day, and you'll lose probably like a pound or two a week, right? So for me, personally, I feel like I had a very successful day if I keep it with 1200 or less. And personally, the reason why I do that is because I do have insulin resistance. So for me, having the insulin resistance, again, insulin resistance makes your body store. So I could eat a fucking apple and my body goes, oh my God, food, keep it, keep it, keep it. Don't ever let it go. Right. I could have pizza and my body does the same thing. Oh my God, food, keep it. Don't ever let it go. And that's what insulin resistance is. So, for me, with the insulin resistance, I like to try to be under even what I'm allowed to have because I feel like I need that extra little kick because of the insulin resistance. So that's why I like to be in 1200. Now, I will tell you most of the time, like, okay, so my calories today, I think I've probably had only about 800 or 900 calories today. And I probably won't eat anything else. I really won't. Also, this is one last thing I'll talk to you guys about, like weight stuff really, and then we're going to get into readings. I do not drink calories. I do not fucking drink them at all. None. I do not drink calories at all. The only time I ever drink calories, and it's very little, is if I have coffee. My creamer, most of the time I'll use sugar-free creamers. But if I have creamer, now this one creamer that I do have is hazelnut, and I know they make sugar-free hazelnut. I know they do. I've tried, I've looked, And everywhere where I live, I've tried Publix, I've tried Walmart. I haven't gone to Target, but I've tried Publix and I've tried Walmart, and I cannot find sugar-free hazelnut to save my life. And I love hazelnut. I love hazelnut. It's one of my favorites. And then my other favorite coffee creamer, well, one of my other favorites is actually Irish cream. Now, I've never really seen a sugar-free Irish cream. I'm sure that someone somewhere probably makes it because Irish cream is very popular. But those two I could not find in um I couldn't find either one of those creamers in sugar-free. So I did use those. I don't use a lot. I put a little bit of sugar in my coffee, but I use like the little yellow packets of like the stevia, and I'll put that in there. But I don't drink calories because I'm not missing anything. I don't drink soda. I have the last time I had a soda was like the first week of August was the last time I had a soda. And I have some like diet root beer here, which I used to love diet root beer. And I tried to have one maybe like a few weeks ago and I couldn't do it. I was just like, "Bleh." It tasted like medicine. It was disgusting. Um, so I don't drink soda. I drink tea all the time. I love and I make it myself. It's the powder and I buy the canisters of it. It's like $5 at Walmart. I think it's 5.88 and it's Lipton zero sugar lemon tea and it is the bomb. Hey Jen. Yeah, when you were here, LOL, the guys have soda in their veins. Oh yeah, I did drink soda when I was there, but like towards the end of like being there, it wasn't like after we all got COVID, I couldn't do it anymore and my taste buds just couldn't have it. Honestly, it's like drinking like just thinking about it's making my stomach really fucking turn. Oh, you're playing the slots? I cannot wait to play slot machines up there in the game room. It's going to be so fun. It looks so cool. It looks really good. I like all the lights and everything like that. So I don't drink calories. I drink a lot of water. Because okay, well, I don't know. Maybe this is like cheating or not, but correct me if I'm wrong. I feel I need to start drinking plain water more. I really do. But I like to, and I do drink plain water sometimes, but I like to have flavor, right? So, like in my cup, this is all the sugar free Lipton tea, but it tastes so fucking good. It doesn't taste sugar free, doesn't have like an aspartame kind of taste. I love it. It's delicious. But technically it's all water based and I mixed in powder, so it's like I'm consuming water, right? That's got to be good. And then the um the other stuff I drink is I drink like I love the drinks with the you put like the powder, like the Crystal Light kind of stuff. Um I love that. I love like the little Mios, you put the little liquid, like you squeeze it in there. I love that. I do I do have some fruit juice, but it's the diet stuff. And I don't really have it that often because it's like 5 calories a serving for like 8 to 12 ounces, which is absolutely nothing. And I'm not complaining about the calories. I don't drink a lot of the fruit juice because I know there's a lot of like crap in it, like the dyes and stuff like that. So um I I drink that. And I normally get like okay, so my favorite are like the crayon ones, like crayon mango, crayon grape, and stuff like that. But I get the diet one and they're really fucking good. Crayon apple, oh my god, I love apple juice. So the crayon apple, I love that. And the crayon grape is really good. I don't drink alcohol. I'm not against drinking alcohol. I'm just not a big drinker. And honestly, I think it's because, growing up, my father was a horrible, horrible, abusive alcoholic. And I've always not really, I've never really been one into drinking. Now, every now and then, well, granted, I think the last time I actually like drank is I bought a bottle of wine, I think last year in probably October or November, maybe even December. So sometime between October and December, I bought a bottle of wine and I probably drank a third of it, if that, and I still fucking have it. Oh, I love eggnog. Is it going to be spiked eggnog? I've actually never had spiked eggnog, but I do love eggnog. I love eggnog. Funny when Mason was little, because you know how he was like super picky and he wouldn't try anything. I used to always tell him that eggnog was Christmas milk, that Santa makes it. So uh, he loved it ever since he tried it. It's so hard growing up and living with an alcoholic. Yes, spiked. What is in there? What do you guys put in it? I'm assuming like rum or something. Maybe vodka. Vodka could go in there. But I'm not a big drinker. I honestly I hate the taste of it for the most part. I will not drink beer. I won't even take a fucking sip of it. I won't. I've told people this on my live before. My grandfather on my dad's side of the family forced me when I was like 4 or 5, spiced rum. Okay, good. Yeah, that'll be good in there. He forced me to drink it when I was in like when I was like 4 or 5 years old, and I wouldn't do it. So he started beating me because I wouldn't do it. And then when I drank it, he beat me after I drank it. So I was like 4 or 5 years old when that happened to me, and I've never even had a sip of beer. And I could not tell you what beer tastes like. Oh, thank you for the stars, Jen. You're so nice. Beer tastes so nasty. Oh, it's a coffee stars. I love the little coffee emoji. Honestly, beer smells gross. So any person that like I told that like I won't drink beer or anything like that, they always tell me like it's a very acquired taste anyway. So I'm just like, yeah, it's not for me. Every now and then I'll smell them, like the different kinds, and I'll be like, and I'm like, okay, that one's not too bad. But I've never had beer. I've never tried a cigarette. I don't do that kind of stuff. I just like food. I like food. Um, do you drink wine though? Very rarely. Very rarely. The last time, like I said, the last time I had wine, I still have the bottle, and y'all might make fun of me, but one of my favorite wines is one of the cheapest fucking wines ever. It is the what is that brand called? What is the brand that's at the store and it's super cheap? It's like $3 or $4 a bottle, maybe five now. Who knows? Inflation. And it is like Arbor Mist. There you go. The Arbor Mist Blackberry is my favorite. Arbor Mist Blackberry. But honestly, Boone's Farm is good too, Jen. There's wine at Aldi that is really good. Yeah, it's Arbor Mist. There's wine at Aldi that supposedly is really good. Another wine that's supposed to be really good is I forgot what it's called, but Nick's mom used to get it, and it's like $5 at Target. It's not the Barefoot, I don't think. I'd have to ask Nick. It's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty good. I had it with Nick's mom one. It was on Thanksgiving in 2020, and Nick and I were at the store, and he grabbed a couple bottles of that wine at Target a few days before Thanksgiving. So um, yeah, that one was pretty good, and I think I had like a glass or two with Cindy. So that was really good. I think we had some for Christmas. I can't remember. Oh, excuse me. Trader Joe's. I heard Trader Joe's has a very good cheap wine. $4 for a bottle. Yeah, I mean honestly, like I personally feel like uh a lot of times people think that if something costs more, then it's better. And I definitely don't agree with that mantra. Um, you can get shitty products that are so fucking expensive and really good quality things that are super fucking cheap. So, it just depends. So, okay, so let's Tammy, you feeling better today? Oh my god, Tammy, were you not feeling good? Tammy, I get to see you in like a week. A week and like a day, right? Yeah. Like a week and a day. Okay. So as far as readings for today, what are you guys wanting to do? I did do relationship type readings. Morgan David. I don't know what that is. Is that a wine? I don't I'm so horrible when it comes to like stuff like that. I have no idea. I'm fucking boring. I'm a 30. I'm a mother. I don't even drink. Barely ever. I mean, I do like a little bit of an edible every now and then. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't drink. But I mean, I'm not against it. I'm not a big drinker myself. But what is Morgan David? I'm curious. Is that a wine? You don't drink either? Yeah, I'm just not like that big into it really. Um, I know I'm so excited to see. I know I'm excited to see you guys too. You've never smoked cigarettes either? Me neither. I don't, I'm not against people that do it. I just obviously it's really bad for you and stuff like that. Just the the smell. The smell alone would be like the biggest deterrent for me. To me, I just in my brain, I can't understand how someone would smoke it. Like, how would you be able to smoke it and because it stinks so bad? You know what I mean? Like I can't make that correlation. Now I have heard that there is a wine called ice wine, and ice wine is supposed to be extremely expensive apparently, but it's really, really, really good. What about vaping? I mean, I don't. I don't care what other people do. I mean, I'm not someone that will judge other people's actions really, unless you're like abusing kids. Then I'm gonna judge you. As a mother, or a person, I'm gonna fucking judge you. But I don't. I'm not gonna judge other people's actions really. Um, but it's just I don't really care what other people do. I don't I personally don't do that kind of stuff. Uh, hey LDC. You stop smelling the smell and it gives you a crazy high. At least that's my experience smoking. I heard that. I heard that it gives you like a little bit of a high when you smoke a cigarette, apparently. I mean, I get a little bit of a high when I eat chocolate cakes. So I get it. Cake high. I'm so fucking horrible. Ah, I have a question. When someone passes, how do we know if they are actually around? Okay, so that is a question that has a lot of other questions with it. Well, a lot of other questions, but other variables with it. So if you are the type of person that can feel spirits around you, because not everyone is sensitive to it. There's people where it could slap you in the face and you're still not going to feel it. There's people that don't believe it whatsoever. So even if they can feel it, they go, nope, 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 that's not happening. Um, so there's a lot of different variables that can come into play. I would say for someone that can feel spirits and have a little bit of sensitivity, okay? Most of the time when you have a spirit around you, um if it's someone that you know, like a friend or a family member that passed away, you'll feel a few different types of things. Like you might feel like a little bit of tingling in your body. You might feel this like overwhelming sense of calm come over you. That is a really big possibility. And you might just feel sometimes like in general, whether you have a spirit around you or it could even be someone that you like know and love while they were living, you could feel like hair stand up on the back of your neck. You can feel like you have like goosebumps everywhere. You can feel like a heaviness in the room, like just the air just feels heavy and thick. Sometimes people feel like they're being watched or looked at, not necessarily like scared, like in a creepy way, like oh my god, someone's watching me, but you can kind of feel like like looking over your shoulder, like that kind of stuff. So it's not necessarily like something creepy, but it's just you just feel like you're being watched or looked at, I guess, if that makes sense. So there's a lot of different ways someone can or would feel like someone is around. It's not like one cut and dry, like, okay, you either feel this or there's nothing. Yeah, it could be goosebumps. It could be a lot of things. Anyway, there's even more to it, but that's pretty much just like the gist of it for the most part that I always tell people. You get chills, smell aftershave, brushing your cheek. Yeah, there's a lot of things. You can be touched. You can they can do a lot of things, and it just depends on the energy output that each spirit has. They can touch you. They can make you smell things. It just there's truly is a lot. There really is. I can feel when spirits are around and can hear my grandma talk to me all the time, especially when I'm cooking in the kitchen, since we always did that together. Absolutely. There's tons of different things that they can do to let you know that they are around. Um, it truly just depends on their energy level. That's just what it is. It truly just depends on their energy level. Every spirit has a different amount of energy, and it just depends on what they're able to do at that time when they're around you. Okay, so let's talk about readings for today or tonight. It's the nighttime. What do you guys want to do? I did tell everyone that I would do career card polls not too long ago. Put a one in the chat if you would be interested in purchasing a career card poll, and maybe I could do that. I know we did love readings before a few days ago. We could do career. I know I told people we would do career. I forgot what else. I remember we were talking about one the other day, and I cannot remember for the life of listen, you guys are supposed to remember this stuff for me because you guys know that I just can't. I should have written it down. I really should have written it down. I really should have. Um, I know that some people asked me to do love readings again because they weren't there for the first initial love readings. So I would be okay with doing love readings again as well. Put a two in the chat if you guys want to do love readings. I could do both. I'm not opposed. It doesn't really. I'm open to really whatever, to be honest with you. Or you guys can tell me what kind of readings that you guys want, and I'll consider it. I'm open to it. I'm not I don't know. I'm open to it. I'm okay with any way, really. You guys tell me what you are looking for. Hi Kim. Oh my god, I feel phlegmy today. I think it's because our weather just got cold. I've been yesterday morning and this morning I kind of woke up and I had like a little bit of hoarseness. So I was like, "Ooh, what's this?" I'm not a fan. I had a job interview on Friday and really wanting to know if the job offer is in the near future or not. Oh, nice. Kim, I think I've seen your name before. That or I might be getting you confused with someone else. But your name looks very familiar to me. Deja vu. Mm, general. I don't mind doing general reads. She's the cowgirl. Um I like to do general reads, but I like to be able to have someone ask a couple questions if they want. Um okay, how about we do this? How about we do this? We'll do from the bar, I think, right? What? What? I'm so lost. I have no idea what you're talking about, Sarah. A cowgirl in a bar? I have no idea what you're talking about. I should probably know this, but again, I forget everything. I absolutely forget everything. The past life reading? Oh, okay, okay. Um, okay, okay. I've done a few readings for you. Okay, okay. Now it's clicking. I do so many, I can't remember everybody. I really cannot remember. Your name was unique, so I was like, I think I remember that name because it was unique. Okay, so how about this? Let's do let's do $20 readings and I'll pull cards on it. And if you want to ask me like a couple questions with your reading, or you just want to know a couple general things, or you want to know about career or love, like we'll just kind of do like a full spectrum. So just when you send in your payment method, in the description, in the payment description, if you want to ask a couple questions, whether it be career or love, or just about general stuff, let's do that. Try to keep it to a couple questions because I want to be able to just pick up everything that I can for you, and we'll do that. Hi Valeria, how are you doing? I love your name. I always loved your name. Okay, let me put in my payment methods down below. I should have had this ready, but of course, since I am a professional, I am not ready. But that's why Jesus invented copy and paste. So there's that. I wanted to ask, what has been the craziest past life that you have seen? I wanted to ask when we did past lives the other day. Oh, the craziest past life I've ever seen. Honestly, I would have to say one of the craziest past lives I've ever seen. I think probably has to be one of mine. Um, and I will have to say it's one of mine because I was able to go back to it a lot and walk around just a little bit. I can't walk around too much, but I was able to go back to it and walk around a lot, and that's what made it really crazy to me. Um and I have a video on that past life, or on my past lives on my YouTube. But I would have to say it's really one of mine, and I think it's the craziest because I've never really been able to walk around other people so much. I'm more stationary and I can look, but I can't really walk around. Um, and I would say that, oh, okay, we already have someone spamming in the group. That's so annoying. It's really just so annoying. Um, so I would just really have to say that it's really one of mine, and it's my past life of when I was really young in Victorian era. Father was in war, um, or he was a soldier, and I could see what he was dressed in and stuff like that. So I would have to really say that that's probably one of the craziest. But some of my favorite, I guess not craziest, but some of my favorite are the ones where they're so fucking old. Seeing like medieval shit, or seeing oh my god, the Egyptian stuff. I love it. And I also have a past life that has to do with times of like Egypt and stuff like that. Hey, Cheaty. Let me get my payment methods on this side for you guys. Let's see. I know we're so professional. We are professional around here. So we are always ready. Now we're always running behind. That's how real professionals do it. They still run behind, but they make it work. And that's how real professionals roll. Okay, so let me put that here. Pen my message. Just welcomed a new granddaughter into the world, 11/11/22. Oh my god, well congratulations. I love it. 11/11/22. That's like the best freaking day. Those are good luck numbers too. Hi Guadalupe. I'm sorry the kids are sick. Hopefully not COVID or anything. What's the oldest past lifetime period you've come across? Oh, I mean, honestly, I would have to say the Egyptian time would be the oldest. I've only seen myself and maybe one or two other people have that. And it doesn't mean that other people don't. It's just I haven't really seen it, a lot of it. No, just a lot of mucus and sneezing going on like it's a cold. Yeah. This time of year, the cold weather and stuff like that, that'll do it to you. Normally, like here in Florida, sometimes we can go from having like the hottest hots to like the coldest colds sometimes. And it's crazy. Like today, it's really cold. I don't know what it's cold outside right now. And it's been cold outside all day. Tuesday is going to be our only warm day. And Tuesday, the high is um what is the high for Tuesday? I think the high for Tuesday is like 78, but the rest of the week the high is like 68. So it's just all over the place, really. Mm, okay. So, oh, okay. She answered it for you, Valeria. Okay, good. Just remember when you guys are, putting in for your readings, just make sure that you put a couple questions if you want into your payment description. Oh no, is the live going out for you? I hope not. I'm still here. Can everyone see me? Am I still here? ET phone home. ET phone home. It's not for you? Okay. What about you guys on the Facebook side? Can you guys still see me? Everyone's still good? It's good for you? Okay. Anybody on the Facebook side? Can you put something in the side chat? Okay, Mina's still here. Mina's still here. That's all that matters. Mina's here. It might just be you, Cheaty. Might be you, girl. Angeline's still here. Okay, good. Okay, guys, if you want to get on the readings, again, they are $20, and we are going to do pretty much just it could be general, it can be relationship related, it could be work related, career related, general questions. Again, just nothing medical and nothing mediumship. I don't ever do medical stuff ever. It's not my place to do so. I am not a doctor. Okay. Hi, Raina. I'm going to grab another deck of cards too. What are we doing right now? We are doing $20 readings for tonight. When you send in your payment method, um, in the description of your payment method, you can ask me a couple questions. A couple means two. Don't go too overboard because I want to be able to, just pick up on everything that I see there. It can be about relationship, it can be about career, it could be about love, it could be pretty much anything you really want it to be, general stuff. Um, pretty much anything, really. Pretty much. Just nothing medical and nothing mediumship. I only do mediumship on private readings. So if you ever want to connect with a loved one that has passed away, then that would be mediumship and that would be a private reading. Hi, Chrissy. How are you doing tonight? And I have no problem doing mediumship. It's just extremely difficult to do it live. Very, very, very difficult. Very difficult. A lot of times, like anytime that I do a reading for, they'll have multiple people come forward, and it would if I did it live, which I've thought about doing it live a little bit sometimes, but what I would do is I would only do a few people at a time. Well, not maybe not a few. I could do more than a few, but I would only do a small group of people, and I would have them um participate in a private room, and I would do readings that way because I don't want to do too many at a time, because if I do too many at a time, then I'll have too many people, as in dead people, come and try to talk to me all at once, and I will never know who's there for who, or they can all start trying to talk to me at the same time. So it's kind of a mess to do it that way. It's kind of a mess. It's well, not a mess, but it's difficult to do, to say the least. All right, I got to get my lip chap on because then we're gonna get serious in a minute. And y'all know I love my lip chap. Love lip chap. There we go. Okay. Okay. What other cards do I want to use? I feel like I want to get another deck out. I think I want to go for. I think I want to do these ones. I will send you a link, Edna. Let me post a link real quick. There's different readings at different price points, so it just depends on what exactly you're looking for. Let me see. Let me get my link tree real quick. Let me paste it. Okay. You got a jackpot? Too bad it's not it's paying out Monopoly money. um, Edna, there is the link tree. Under the link tree, there's a little tab where it says book your reading here. I believe it is the first tab. And there's different options as far as private readings go, and they go by time. And if you want a package that offers tarot cards in your reading, but that's pretty much what it goes by. So you have different options there. Okay, Raina, sounds good. Just FYI, I do read off of my PayPal list first because it's the most finicky because I have to keep logging in all the time, which is good. It's a safety precaution. We're not against that. Okay. And then tomorrow, my highly, highly awaited Cecil video will be out tomorrow. So if you guys are on my YouTube, make sure that you are subscribed and you guys will be able to see my Cecil video on YouTube. Yes, PayPal. It is I, your returning customer, Vanessa. Do we have to Cash App you first? For readings, yes. I don't do anything without getting paid first. I don't give you I don't give you a product and then I don't do, if that's what you're meaning. Or unless you're asking for the readings. So if you're asking with the readings, you pay and book all at the same time. Now I will tell you with the private readings, um, if you have an established PayPal account, PayPal allows you to book now and pay over time. That has nothing to do with me. That has to just do with between you and PayPal. If you already have an established PayPal account, it's like PayPal's version of what is it called? Like Afterpay or what is the other one? Like Klarna or something like that. So I guess PayPal is trying to pay. Well, not trying. PayPal is rivaling like them, so that's their version of it. Okay. Okay. Let's see who's first. Okay, so do you only do private readings? Sorry, first time seeing your page. Okay, no problem. Okay, before I get into readings, we'll talk about it here first. Just for you, Gabrielle, because I love you so much. Okay, so I do private readings, but I also do like at night, like here, I'll do like little mini versions of what I would normally do in a private reading. Um, so during private readings, that is the only time that I ever do mediumship. So if you want to have an experience where you talk to someone that has passed away, so say for example, grandma, grandpa, mom or dad, aunt, uncle, brother, sister, whoever has passed away and you want to speak with them, then that would be mediumship and that is only done during a private reading. If and during private readings, we can go over cards if you get a package with cards. Um, we can do all sorts of things. I can answer questions for you, everything like that. Now at night when I go live, I also do tend to do like readings and questions, but they're much smaller versions. Uh, let me say it again. Start over. It's a much smaller version than what I would normally do during a private reading. That's why it's at a cheaper price point, but it's a lot smaller version. Um, so you have both of those options there for you. Okay. And then if you guys please don't mind, like make sure you guys like, please share the lives. It does help me grow. I'm having a very difficult time growing. I'm trying my best. I really am. And I would just really appreciate a share, the likes, the comments. Even if you guys are on your phones, especially I think on Facebook, you can sit there and just kind of like click your screen every now and then, and you can send like the little, emojis of little hearts. They can be frowny faces, they can be middle fingers. I don't, I don't care, whatever option it gives you. I think they're all good and serves their purpose. But I really do appreciate any share that you guys give me. Please make sure you, if you share publicly so people can actually see it. But yeah, okay. Gabrielle, if you have any other questions, feel free to ask and I will answer them for you. No problem. Okay, let's see. The first person for readings tonight. And again, I do read off of my PayPal list first. So I do have three. Okay, so let me go over it one more time for Gabriella. Thank you, Jackie. I appreciate the share. So for tonight, the readings are $20. When you send in your payment method, there's three payment methods listed down below. There's a PayPal, there's a Cash App, and there's a Venmo. I normally always do read off of my PayPal first because with PayPal, I have to continuously keep signing on sometimes because, with the app, it'll close it out because it is a financial app. So it's like, oh, you haven't looked at this in 2 minutes, bitch, we're closing you out there. So for the readings for tonight, they're going to be $20. When you send in your payment method, or when you send in your payment, your $20, whether it's on PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo, it will give you a little area where it says what the payment's for. So in that area, I want you to ask me a couple questions. You can ask me about you can ask me a couple love questions, you can ask me a couple career questions, you can ask me about moving, you can ask me, about a certain person in your life. It could be a friendship, it could be a relationship, it could be a coworker. You could ask me about general things that are going on in your life. You can ask me about future events, but please, please, please do not ask me anything medical. Pregnancy, I don't do stuff like that. That is not my place. I'm not a doctor and I don't do pregnancy readings. I would be extremely highly suspicious of anybody that's willing to give you one. 9.999% of the times they're going to be full of shit. Um, and then also anything mediumship. Mediumship is anybody that has passed away, and that is always done during a private reading. With mediumship, I want to be able to focus just on one person. I not multiple middle fingers, girl. I'll take those multiple middle fingers. The reactions, they help. um, but with the mediumship reading, I want to be able to concentrate on the spirits that are coming through. Their energy can be very limited, so I want to be able to focus just on that one person and you at the same time, and give you any and everything that that spirit is giving to me. When I personally, and I have a video I recorded last night, and I tore someone to shreds because they did something. It is a medium that is actually very gifted, but they did something extremely, extremely reckless, heartless, and unethical, and I don't stand for it. I personally, like, as a consumer as well, like, listen, I grew up dirt poor. I'm not a rich person. I'm a single mom. I struggle. And I will honestly tell you, like, as a consumer, I would want to get as much bang for my buck as humanly possible. So whether it is a reading live or a private reading, I want to give you any and everything that I'm picking up. So that's why I do mediumship private as well, because I want to be able to give you that one-on-one attention that you're paying for and give you everything that I'm getting, because I want you to have the best experience that you can have with a loved one that has passed away. So I try to be as ethical and honest and straightforward and kind as humanly possible about it. I need to go back and watch that video because you have talked about it for a while now. I didn't post it yet. I recorded it last night, but I didn't post it yet. Tomorrow, I will be posting my Cecil Hotel video on my YouTube. If you guys are not subscribed to my YouTube, I will put my link out there again for you guys. If Tammy is on, I will treat her. I can't tell who's here and not, but I mean, I would just answer stuff for you and Tammy. You don't have to do that. If you do not follow me on YouTube, my link tree right here has a link to my YouTube, and I will be super happy if you follow. And make sure, if you do follow, you hit the little bell icon for the notification, so that way you're notified when the videos do come out. Hi, Anna. How are you doing? Okay, let me refresh my list again, because you know PayPal is going to be like, girl, you haven't looked at me in 10 seconds. Okay, hold on. I'm getting messed up. Okay, the first person, good, I shared on Ant's Discord. Thank you so much for always doing that, Anna. I truly do appreciate you for that, girl. I really do. Okay, the first person is going to be dun 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 dun. Brittany C, who paid on PayPal. Give me a minute to read all her stuff that she put here. I had a job in front of you. One question. Oh, I don't can't walk soon applying like crazy. Challenging. I wanted you to know how much I appreciated. How much you are appreciated. Thank you for all that you do to help. Thank you so much, Brittany. I really appreciate it. Okay, I want to read just a little bit from yours, Brittany, just the last line, because I want to say thank you to everybody. Brittany said when she wrote me all her stuff, she said, I wanted you to know how much you are appreciated. Thank you for all that you do to help. And I honestly, like, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate that you guys trust me. I work really hard to make sure. I have personal friends here on my YouTube side, and I have plenty of people that I've talked to and done readings for and talked to, like, just on a personal level. What you see here on like YouTube is how I truly am in real life. I'm there truly is no difference. Um, I am exact what you see is what you get, and I truly try my hardest to just always. I don't have to try to be honest. I am an honest person, and I try really hard to give you guys everything that I pick up. I want you guys to be able to have someone like me, whether it's me or someone else. I want you guys to have someone like me that can give you guys good insight and um, great advice, and someone that's honest. And I really try my hardest to always be that for you guys. And I just want you guys to know, sorry, my nose itches. I just want you guys to know that I truly appreciate you guys too for trusting me and watching and supporting and stuff like that. And it means a lot to me as well. So thank you to you guys as well. Okay. So let's grab some cards for you. I want to go with these ones for you. I did shuffle them a little bit earlier, but I'm going to shuffle them one more time. These ones are still a little stiff. Like, no matter what I do with these cards, they are just so stiff. Okay, let's see what we have here. Let me move this stuff over. And thank you guys so much for all the shares. I really do appreciate it. Okay, I have these upside down in general because not that many are going to be upside down all at once. Ooh. I'm just asking people to put like a couple questions, so like 2 questions, in when they send in their payment method, and that way I can pull cards and read off of those. Look at Edna being a pro and answering questions. Okay. Let me see what you have here. Okay, so let me go back and make sure I read this correctly. Okay, so Brittany, let's go back from the beginning. Even before when you were applying for other jobs, I know that in your mind you kind of feel like you keep getting passed over, but I think it's actually for your benefit because as I was starting to pull these cards, when I pull people's cards, I start to think about their questions and stuff. And in my head, before I even pull cards, I start to kind of like hear things in my head and pick things up. So I kind of feel like you're saying that you haven't had good luck and you're getting passed over for jobs. But in my head, I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, oh, no, 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 that those, she's lucky she didn't get those. Because, everyone wants to land somewhere in a job where, there's good work life balance, there's good harmony there's not bullshit going on at work with, coworkers and hierarchy and just everything that can go wrong, right? So I kind of feel like you've dodged some bullets by not getting those jobs, if that makes sense. Um, which I know in hindsight, it doesn't look like that. It doesn't feel like it. When you're going through it, it just feels like, well, I didn't get that one, I didn't get that one, I didn't get that one. But in reality, it's good that you didn't get that one. You know what I mean? Um, let me see what you said. In between jobs, I did find something else, but it screwed me over. Yep, yep. Um, that's what I'm saying. It's not always the worst thing that you didn't get the job. Hindsight, that you'll have at the end will be so much better. Um, you forgot to put your questions. When I call you, just have something typed out. It's fine. Okay, so what you do have here is you have a couple cards that you do have wealth coming in, so that's good. You do have a little bit of silence, and I think the silence is the time that it's taking for you to get the jobs. You have a card of patience here as well. Now, the only thing that I know you just said you did just have a job interview, but you do have a card of rejection here. I can't tell you specifically whether it is for that job or not, or just general rejection because you have been having some rejection. Now, I will tell you that I don't think that you should freak out too much about financial stuff. But I will say, when it comes to with jobs, this card right here talks about you doing things that you didn't necessarily want to do. This card also here talks about you doing stuff that you necessarily don't want to do. So I don't know if you are either stuck on looking in one field specifically, or if you're looking for one type of job specifically, or you've been open to others. But I feel like your window of being open to jobs might be like this. And I want you to expand it a little bit more because I feel like where you will find a job that you should truly be in and be in for a while and that'll be good to you is not in the window that you're looking for, but maybe slightly further than that window that you're viewing. Um, also, I also think that you should be open to, in the meantime, taking something else that you might not necessarily want and using that as a stepping stone to just make sure you're okay financially and everything like that before you get to somewhere that you want to be. Um, Sales is in my experience in the past 7 years, and that's what I'm applying, but trying different types of sales jobs. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There, you have to really expand. I feel like your window's open, right? But there's a little part of me that's like, I feel like you need to crack that door open a little bit more, just a little bit more. So maybe, um, just to give you a little bit of general advice, maybe go on Google and look at like entry level sales. Well, technically you're not entry level, but girl, car sales, girl, car sales. car salesmen make so much fucking money sometimes. And they're always hiring people. People are always buying new cars. And, you have the holidays, you got Black Friday coming up, people buy cars there. Um, you have tax time coming around. People love to go out and buy new cars at tax time. So even being a car salesman might not be something that you want to do, but I feel like it'll get you by pretty good for right now, and that might be slightly opening up the door further than what you thought about. I'm just using that as an example, but I feel like you have that window there, but you just got to open it up a little bit more. um what else? Let me see what else you asked, because I want to make sure that I answer it. Let me pull a couple more, because I feel like there's something else there for you and I just can't tell. Ooh, okay. So, like I was saying before, and I want you obviously to be somewhere that you're going to be happy, and that there's going to be good harmony for work life balance. And honestly, I really do think that you dodged some bullets by not getting some jobs that you didn't get. You do have a card of virtue here. You have a lot of positive cards, but you do have some negative ones. But I really do think that the negativity is going to be behind you. You do have an awakening card, and then you do have this cycle card here. Cycle is closing of one chapter, opening up of another. So you're pretty close to closing that one cycle behind you. So I feel like you got to hang on just a little bit more. And then also, too, I know you're saying that your experience is in sales. Okay, Gabriella. I know you're saying your experience is in sales, but maybe also cracking open that door a little bit more is looking beyond sales to just have something for right now. And then after you're in that job of right now, continuing to look for another job where you truly want to be. I don't know why. Sales and marketing are coming up in my head. I don't really know anything about sales and marketing, but it's something that I'm hearing in my head. So I don't know if it's something that either you've done or that you've explored or have not yet to explore. But sales and marketing, I keep hearing it over and over and over in my head. Okay, let's see. And signing into PayPal again. Yes, it's still me. Okay, Sarah S. Okay. Sarah's asking me to read it privately, so just give me just 1 minute. Okay. You know what? I'm going to go with this card deck. Now, Sarah, I'll be honest with you. I'm going to pull some cards on the situation because I want to see what's going to come of it. Because I'm just curious for my own self, because I'm a little nosy. But I also am going to I can just answer this question for you. But I am curious. You're welcome, my dear. You're welcome. Isn't that fucking annoying when people do that? Okay. Ooh, I thought I knew it. I fucking knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Damn it, I knew it. Okay. All right. This is why I want to pull some cards. Okay, so I think it's worse than what you might know or might think, because that person that you're talking about doesn't just pick. I think she's a tattletale. I think she's a tattletale. And I think that she's kind of like, she sees herself as like the eyes to tell other people, not only tell other people what to do or how they should or should not be doing something, but I think that they're a tattletale. Like they go to a higher up and they're like, oh well, such and such did it this way, and if that happens, then blah 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 blah, or if such as or such and such I'm trying to talk in code. I know this isn't going to make sense to a lot of people other than Sarah, because she asked me to keep it private. So I'm trying to talk in code. So if it sounds like this is fucking weird, it's because I'm talking in code. I'm trying to just talk to Sarah. Um, so I feel like she's a snitch. She's a snitch. And she snitches about stuff that like isn't something to snitch about. It's like it's okay if this is done this way. Just because it's not the way that you would have done it, it doesn't mean that it's wrong how you did it. It's just not the way she would have done it. Okay? So she's a snitch. She's a snitch and she's running her mouth to other people, right? Now this is her wanting to be a spirit crusher of other people. Um, I think that she also thinks that she's better than other people. Now, I will say that I don't know how long she's going to last in the position that she's in because taking a back seat is not something she wants to do. She has the balance card here and it's upside down. That's not going to last long. You have the card of fertility. Fertility isn't necessarily like fertility. It's more of nurture. So it's just not going to fit where she is. You have the high priestess here, which is her wanting to be in a power position, and she's not in that position. You have the death card. Now, the death card here makes me really feel like she's not going to be there as long as she thinks she is, because I don't think that she's going to be comfortable in the role that she's in. There's also an intention card here, which is also upside down, which means she has poor intention. She doesn't have good intention. Not only does she not have good intention for people at the level that she used to be at, but I feel like if someone that's above her or above where she used to be at, if she's not happy with them, then she wouldn't have that good intention for them either, even though she goes and tattletales to them. And then also too, you have another cycle card here. Another cycle card is closing of one chapter, opening up another, and then you have the Winds of Change card again, which is closing of one chapter, opening up another. Now, you did ask me how do you protect, yourself from her and stuff like that, and in all honesty, I would truly just blatantly fucking ignore her. I would truly just blatantly fucking ignore her. I think that if you truly energetically wanted to protect yourself from her, you could carry or get some sort of black tourmaline, which I think could be helpful. But I do think that you'd probably feel uncomfortable doing this. But I do think that having a discussion with her, like as an adult, we have to be able to even be uncomfortable sometimes and have uncomfortable conversations with other adults, because that is setting a healthy boundary. And it's okay to set boundaries. It's okay to say, hey, listen, there's a difference between going and saying stuff in front of a whole bunch of people versus asking someone to have a private conversation and say, hey, listen, when you do this, I really don't like it. It makes me feel uncomfortable, or I really don't appreciate when you do this because I'm trying to make my best effort and blah, 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 blah. So, and if they can't respect that, then that's on them. But that's setting a healthy boundary. And I think that that's more than okay to do that. As adults, we need to be able to set boundaries with people. And I will tell you though, I don't know how long she's going to last there. So if you want to try to tough it out, I think that would be okay too. And then also, if you want to like energetically protect yourself, I would highly, highly suggest black tourmaline. Don't get it in something wearable if you want it in the workplace, because normally you can get a black tourmaline necklace and it'll just be a piece of black tourmaline. Don't get any of the beaded black tourmaline, like the bracelets or the necklaces that are all the little pieces put together, because technically with black tourmaline, once black tourmaline has absorbed the amount of negativity that it can absorb, it shatters and breaks, and then it just kind of goes everywhere and it'll make a huge fucking mess. So I suggest against doing that. Okay. All right. The next person is going to be Valeria, and I will read yours in just a minute. I'm going to have to take a little tinkle break. She'll probably have to pay out of pocket instead, get from the company to pay for a carpal tunnel surgery. Ooh, yeah, she's not going to be happy. I don't think she's going to be there that long. She'll probably be there, but I don't think she's going to be there as long as um people will suggest. Okay, let me go take a tinkle really quick. If you guys can take a minute to, like, share, all that kind of good stuff, I greatly appreciate it. And just give me just a second to go tinkle. Whew, okay, I am back. I tinker winkered. And I washed my hands. I love, oh, Dial soap is the best. Mason, okay, quick little interjection. Mason can only use Dial soap. I forgot exactly what the doctors called it, but if Mason uses, well, no, let me go back. When Mason was young, he used to get, when I changed his soap one time, he got these like boils on his skin, like underneath his skin, and he had like, they look like big pimples, but they were boils. And he got like 10 of them on his body, and they were horrible, they were painful, they were irritated, it was bad. And the doctor explained to me that he needs an antibacterial or antimicrobial soap and suggested to do Dial Gold. And he never got them ever again. I had to put some cream on him. It was bad. It was really bad. And within a couple weeks, it was gone. So everyone has different like bacterias and stuff that you have that are on your skin at all times. And it is live bacteria. So for Mason, for his skin, he has to have Dial to get it off. Not regular Dial, it has to be Dial Gold. So last or earlier this year, because he's 10 years old, um, we were in the store and we went to go get some soap, and he wanted to try a different soap. And I was like, oh, yeah, you should. Maybe, it's probably not going to affect you anymore, blah, 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 right? I got him Irish Spring soap because it smells good. He wanted, like, he's at that age where he wants to use man soap. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay. So we got him Irish Spring soap. Big fucking mistake. Big, huge mistake. He had those boils. Like, he had, I think, like 6 of them. He had one on his hand, he had one on his leg, he had one on like his little tushy cheek. It was bad. It was bad. He had one on his thigh, and I felt so fucking bad. Within, like, I want to say he used Irish Spring for maybe 2 days, maybe 3, and he had the boils, and we switched them. I don't know if it's MRSA, but it's something like that. He has to have Dial gold. Has to. It's just, there's just no way about it. He will literally probably his whole entire life have to always use dial gold. I met this guy. We have been talking for a month now. Ooh, okay. Um, hold on. Nicholas is messaging me something. What is he messaging to me? Oh, yep. Yep. She's gatekeeping, but it wasn't just that one video. There's multiple she did it on. And I was going, Walmart, Walmart, Walmart. Okay, sorry, my friend sent me a message. Okay. But I love the smell of Dial. I absolutely freaking love it. Okay, Valeria. Oh, you're putting your question here because you didn't put it. Okay. I love the smell of Dial Gold. Actually, when my mom like when I was a kid, we used to use Dial. I think it's because it was like dirt cheap, but I love that smell. I really do. I really love that smell. Okay. I would like to know if this would be leading into a relationship. For my two question, I would like to know if it's interested in me and if he feels the same way or what. Just made me feel so special. Oh, that's so good. Okay. I'm gonna use this deck for you. I'm gonna pull out a different deck just for you. I feel like with the dial soap, it just feels like extra, like it feels extra clean and it just smells extra clean. I don't know how to explain it. I just really like it. Right? We pulled out a different deck just for Valeria. I would okay, Valeria, hold on. I'm hearing some shit in my head, so just give me a minute. We're gonna grab that. Not bad, not bad. Just hold on. Not hold on. Those are good. Those are very good. Okay, this is what I'm gonna say. Oh, okay. Hold on to your seat, girl. Hold on to your seat. Okay. Let's call him Bob. For all intents and purposes, let's call this guy Bob, okay? Now, Bob has very good intentions, okay? Bob is girl, we're just going to call him Bob, okay? Bob also has a very calm demeanor about him. We like that about Bob. He's very calm. Bob is calm. I like him. Bob is not the jealous type either. So we like that. We like guys that aren't crazy jealous and are going to accuse you of shit that you're not fucking doing. We like this about Bob. We want to call him Steve. Well, this one's going to be Bob. Maybe the next man we hypothetically make up might be Steve. Okay. But I will tell you, Bob also keeps his options open, which is okay because obviously you guys aren't in a committed relationship or anything like that. So Bob really technically does not owe you monogamy. Okay. Bob can do whatever he wants. Bob is still a single man. Valeria is still a single girl. Valeria, you could be playing the field. Okay. We're okay with Bob doing that. Okay. I will tell you, Bob again has has uh has good intention. Okay. He has a good heart. I really think that he is seeking a relationship and he is seeking like a long-term relationship that has to do with, marriage and kids and stuff like that. Um, and there is a good connection there. You guys will have a good connection. But he does have appreciation. But that being said, putting those down. He has a kid. Okay. Honestly, what I will say is that I would be cautiously optimistic. Like this card talks about being cautiously optimistic. with the things that Bob is telling you, because sometimes men that want something, not always for the best reasons, will tell you everything you want to hear up front. I think that you should really, really, really take it slow and be very cautiously optimistic. Let's pull a couple more just in case. Yeah, Bob is playing the field. Bob is playing the field. So he's not just telling you what you want to hear, he's telling other people what he wants to hear. This is another card. It's upside down for Bob. So that means, again, that he's spreading his love around. I think Bob wants to have a little bit of fun. And I think one of the ways that Bob likes to have fun is to, spread it around and see where it sticks. Okay. I would just be cautiously optimistic. Be careful. Is his heart in the right place because he does want these things? Yes. But is he giving the same lip service to other people? Yes. And that's what I'm feeling and picking up in my head. So I would just be careful. I'm not trying to tell you yes or no either way. That's for you to decide. But just be cautiously optimistic. Don't run all into it so quick, because that's what he is telling you. That's how guys are sometimes. So I would just say, see where he's at. And also too, that's very, very, very risky of Bob to do. And I would be careful because Bob has a kid. So once he starts letting people around his kid, that's a whole other ball game. I asked him, are you talking to other girls? He said not lately. Well, just because he said it doesn't mean that it's true. But Bob doesn't really owe you anything. You guys aren't really in a relationship yet, so he really doesn't owe that to you. Just like if you were talking to other guys, then you don't owe that to him. I would just say, just be cautiously optimistic on where things are going. Bob has potential, but Bob is also keeping his options open, which is okay. I think you should as well keep your options open. I wouldn't put all your eggs in the Bob basket either. Okay. The next person. Yee. The next person is going to be, let me refresh my little calendar here. Come on, calendar, you can do it. Or not my calendar. Oh my gosh. My PayPal. Good gravy. What in the world did I click? Okay, come on now, PayPal. What did I do? I'm going to have to close this whole thing out and do this again. There we go. Sometimes PayPal just does not want to cooperate with me. They're like, you know what, Vanessa, we know you're trying to do this, but that's not what we're going to do. That's not what we have in store for you today. Okay. The next person is going to be Kimberly R. You are on the Facebook side. I know that. Part of me feels like I want to be different. I like that about him. Yeah, just give it time. Give it time. Give it time for sure. Okay, Kim. Okay. I'm going to do these ones for you too. Oh, I'm so sorry, Kim. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for what I'm about to tell you. Oh, that's not good. Kim, how long have you been with your boyfriend? If you don't mind me asking, can I ask how long you've been with this man? Ma'am. Let me see what you said. He does have a good heart. I think his heart's in the right place, you know. That's for sure. 6 months. Okay. I'm gonna give it to you bluntly. I'm gonna give it to you very, very, very bluntly. Okay. Um, the mother, you're gonna want nothing to do with her. You're absolutely gonna want nothing to fucking do with her. She's gonna make you fucking miserable. Absolutely fucking miserable. Um, so the mother is the type where no one's good enough for her son. No one's gonna be good enough for her son, and ugh, monster-in-law. Monster-in-law. Now, I will say the thing about her, she's not upfront with how much of a monster-in-law she is. So she's more like a wolf in sheep's clothing. She's gonna seem nice, but she's not gonna talk nice about you. And she's especially not gonna talk nice about you with other family members. I don't I don't see that going well with the mom too soon. And I think that's one of the biggest reasons why that she's not kept in the loop about the situation. um you know she's always going to be standing behind with her son. Yes, mother issues, that's for sure. Now also as well, i ooh, I don't see engagement anytime soon. I'm just gonna give it to you straight. I really, really, really do feel like you guys will be walking on the same path for a while. um but you guys are going to hit a rough patch because you guys do have a rough patch coming. You also have storm warning, so that is a rough patch coming. I don't know if it's going to be on his part or your part. um but there's going to be feelings and thoughts about separating because you do have adjacent possibilities, and then you do have a card that talks about walking away here. I don't think that that's actually really gonna happen all too much. I think it's just gonna be the thought. I do really think that his mother, when she does know, I think that she's going to be an issue in the relationship. And I'll tell you what, from experience, that man will never side against his mama. She could hit you with her fucking car and he will say, "No, she didn't mean it." I'm like, "Well, she floored it, made a U-turn, came right for me, and when I cut to the right, she followed me." So she could hit you with her car, and she could kill your puppy on purpose, and he will find a way to say she didn't do it on purpose. So yeah, I'm definitely picking up mother issues there. Now, I will say, in his defense, I do think that he has good intention. I'll give him that. I think he has good intention. Um, but I don't see it faring well with the mom thing. I might My worry is that you're going to be too patient with him, and too forgiving, and mama's always going to be lurking around the corner. So he says his mom is very mean. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's not going to be too upfront about it at first, but trust me, it's going to be there. And I'll tell you what, the fact that you've met everyone else and you haven't met her yet, she knows. She's not stupid. She knows. And you know what? She's pissed about it. And you know whose fault it's going to be? It's never going to be her baby boy's fault. It's going to be yours. She's going to make it into being your fault, and she's going to hold it against you forever. I will personally tell you, I was with someone for right under 10 years. Right under 10 years. And I swear to you, and my best friend that has been around these people so many times, he will tell you, if my ex mother-in-law could have slept and married her son, she would have done it. I'm telling you, that relationship was this like just it's sick, it's disgusting. I'm not saying that one, but I'm saying what when in my experience. So I'll tell you what. Abort mission, abort mission, abort mission, abort mission. Emotional incest. Yes, that would be a very good way to put it. I would avoid that like the fucking plague, girl. And I hate to tell you that way, but I mean it. I mean it. And I don't mean it lightly. I mean it very heavily. Abort mission. Abort mission. Abort mission. I've literally spent birthdays alone. This is how manipulative my ex-mother-in-law used to be. So it was my birthday, May 26th. I'll never forget. It was my birthday, and there was a restaurant where it's nothing but seafood. Nothing but seafood. Not even a steak or a burger or a pasta. Nothing but seafood. And by seafood, it's a crab house. So it's all crab legs. And they have lobster and crab legs. Okay? That's pretty much all they do. They do seafood boils, which is you're welcome, girl. Which is like crawfish, crab, or you can have like crab legs, and they have like the potatoes and corn and stuff like that, right? All seafood. I even checked the menu. There's not a fucking burger in sight. There's not a steak. There's not a fucking chicken dish. I would have been okay with a fucking shrimp alfredo. There is none. There is none. Okay. So my mother-in-law on my birthday, she calls my husband, not me, not me. It's my birthday. She calls my husband at the time and says, "Oh, I want to take you guys all out to the crab house, blah 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 blah." So my husband at the time, loving seafood, he comes running up to me going, "Oh, my mom's going to take us all here for your birthday." And I said, "That's the place that you go and have lunch with your mom all the time because I don't eat seafood." And he goes, "Well, yeah." And I'm like, "I don't eat seafood." Now she knows that I don't eat seafood. This is the same person that tried to kill me with almond extract twice. Okay? I don't eat seafood. I don't. It's not that I mean, I don't hate it. I don't like it. I don't think it tastes good at all. I don't at all. So I I even checked the menu. I looked it up on the computer, and I told my husband, I said, "Listen, I'm not even trying to be picky. I would be okay with it because we really didn't even have birthday plans." But I was like, "Listen, I hey Veronica." I was like, "Listen, I don't eat seafood here." I said, "Call your mom and see if there's like any other restaurant she wants to go to." Like it was my birthday, but I'm sitting here going, "Well, where else does she want to go?" Because she offered to take us all to dinner, so which she didn't have to do. And I was like, "Okay, well that's cool. Like let's go somewhere else where they have seafood and something else, like so I can." I'm happy with a fucking burger because that's what we were going to do. I was like, "Let's go to the store. Let's make some burgers." Like, I fucking love a cheeseburger. I'm a fat bitch. I love a cheeseburger. Okay. So I was just like, "Listen, let's just go get burgers, blah, blah, blah." Right. So he calls his mom. His mom pitches a fit because that's where she wants to take us. And my husband did say, like, we looked at the menu. There's literally not, Vanessa doesn't eat seafood. Like, it's not, it's not a big secret. I've been around this lady for years and years and years and years and years. She knows that I don't eat seafood. They go and eat seafood together all the time, and I don't eat it. I stay home. I don't eat it. So there is she said that that's where she wanted to take him. Then my ex-husband, instead of sticking up for me and saying, "Well, let's go there another time. We're going to make the burgers here. Why don't you come over here?" He wanted seafood, and he was sticking up for his mom and going, "Well, my mother is trying to do something nice, blah blah blah." And I was like, "Listen, I'm not fighting that. I'm just saying I don't eat seafood. It's not a big secret. Like she's doing this on purpose. Do you not fucking see that? This is the point." So you know what my ex-husband did? He left to go eat seafood with his mom on my fucking birthday. I think it was my 26th birthday, 26th or 27th birthday. So that's what he did on my birthday. So I took Mason. Well, because what he did was it was always him and his family was always him, his two older kids, and his mother. That consists of his family. Me and Mason weren't in his family. So I went out to dinner with Mason. And he didn't call me, didn't text me, nothing. Girl, I could tell horror stories upon horror story. I have 10 years full of emotional, mental abuse from him. It's bad. So when I tell you mother-in-laws from hell can be mother-in-laws from hell and to abort mission, mother-in-laws from hell can be mother-in-laws from hell and abort mission. It's not something I'll listen. I could be with the nicest guy in the whole entire world, but if I get even a little whiff that his mom is going to be like that, I would run for the fucking hills. I would run. Oh, Veronica, girl, I could tell you so many fucking stories. But ask Nick. Nick has been around these people because Nick and I have been friends for like 22 years. Nick will even tell you. Nick will even tell you. She is evil. She literally tried to kill me twice with almond extract. Twice. Twice. And she knows I'm deathly allergic to almonds, like literally deathly allergic to almonds. One time she poured boiling hot water on my hand on accident. She never I don't know what she has against me. She just never liked me. She didn't like me even before she ever met me. And she made it very clear to me and to everyone else that was around us that she didn't even want to meet me because she didn't like my husband's ex-girlfriend. So since she didn't like my husband's ex-girlfriend, that meant that she didn't want to meet me and I was horrible. I mean, you know. Thankfully, his mom is 4 hours away. Hey, but a phone call can happen in 2 seconds, and all it takes is a fucking phone call. I promise you, I lived that life for almost 10 years. Never again. You could not pay me to disrupt my peace in that way. Okay, so now that we have a story, I'm going to close my list for tonight, and I'm just going to put my Linktree list out there for anybody that might want it because I got to get on these readings, so I'm not sitting here for like 8 fucking hours doing them because I know that you guys don't want to wait that long. Okay, so there's that. Let me pen that instead. Okay. Yeah, she is absolutely fucking horrible. She's absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. And that's to put it nicely. She literally tried to kill me twice because she forgot. She didn't forget. I literally clearly asked her. She made me French toast one time. Well, she was making everybody breakfast. We just happened to be staying there because we were having some stuff done at our house at the time. And she made French toast. And I literally was telling this story, I think like last week, right? I've never tasted almond really other than a little piece in a chocolate and it almost killed me. And to my knowledge, almond extract has like a cherry smell to it, right? So I asked her, I said, "Hey, did you put almond extract in it?" And she goes, "No, well, no, I didn't. I didn't." And I got like a third of the way into French toast, which is my favorite food ever, one of my favorite breakfast foods ever. And I could start to feel it. And needless to say, I did at that time have um the fuck is that called? The shot. What is the shot called? I forgot what the shot is called, but the allergy shot for people that are allergic. I used to carry it around all the time for almonds and for bees. I'm definitely allergic to both. The EpiPen, yeah. So I had an EpiPen at that time, and I'll tell you what, that needle was not small. That was not small. And I literally asked her twice, and she said, "No, no, no." And then I literally told my husband, I told him privately, I said, bitch did it on fucking purpose. I promise you she fucking did. No, she wouldn't do that. She did it fucking twice. She wasn't forgetful. She was evil. She was fucking evil. She's evil. Okay, anyway, I don't want to go off on a tangent about them because I could literally talk about them for hours. Okay, the next person is going to be Raina H. Raina H. I think you're on my YouTube side. Can work with the issues. Okay, Raina, let's look at your stuff. Hey, Kaza. Girl, you don't have to apologize for coming in. Listen, I don't expect anyone to be here. I'm happy you're here. I'm happy you're here. I don't expect you to be here. Yeah, listen. Mother-in-law issues? No. No, 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 no. Honestly, like, I love my son to death, and there will be a big part of me that, you know, I feel like no one will ever be good enough for my son until they prove themselves. You know what I mean? Until you get to know them and trust them and all that kind of stuff. But I want to be close with my son. I want to be close with my future daughter-in-law. I want to be close with my grandkids. I want to have that harmony and balance, and I would work very hard to make sure that we do have that. So, you know, but I'll tell you what, some girl does my son dirty and I'm not going to be happy about it. That's the worst I've heard. Oh, listen, I could tell you horror stories about my monster-in-law, my ex-monster-in-law. Yeah, I want to be close but not smother them, which means I want to live next door in the same neighborhood or the same zip code, same state, 5-minute drive, 2-minute walk. Yeah, I'm very much a mama bear. But listen, I want to love my daughter-in-law just like she's my daughter. And if someone tries to fuck with my daughter-in-law, these hands can come out of retirement and anybody can get them. Anyway, okay. Raina H. Okay, so Raina, I'm not sure. I mean, your questions are very vague, which is perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Oh, I'm definitely a mama bear. My hands are rated E for everybody. They can come out of retirement. It's been a while, but they still know how to take care of business and they can come out of retirement. Okay, so Raina, your questions are very vague. That's perfectly fine. Okay, so your first question about him reaching out, I you know, this card to me, I think that there's a lot of stubbornness here. A lot of stubbornness. And I feel like you're probably stubborn as well, but I think that he's way more stubborn than you are. But girl, you're stubborn too. I'm not going to lie. You're stubborn too. Okay? I'm not trying to beat you up. I'm just being honest with you. You're stubborn too. Now, I can tell that you're very upset and your heart is in the right place. Okay? Now, you are bringing up I'm going to keep going back and forth between your questions. I know this is not going to make sense to a lot of people. There is a card of deceit here. I feel like you have a lot of trust issues with him. I think that maybe some of your issues are valid, and I think that some of them are a little bit exaggerated because you're hurt and you're upset. But I think that there's a lot of trust issues going on here. And then some of it seems like petty too, like petty little, I don't know, like little poking or nitpicking. And I can't tell whose side it's on, but it's on either yours or his, obviously. But you guys could both be doing it to each other. But it kind of feels like little jabs, but done purposely to piss you off. I wouldn't be surprised, and this is a little bit of what I'm picking up. I feel like he possibly could be poking at you to kind of like gaslight you a little bit, like to purposely try to upset you. But I don't know why he would want to do that. But there's like like I feel like I can't get over it. My head is still mulling it over. I feel like there's poking, like purposeful poking now. You know, love is not your guys' problem. There's not a lack of love, but there is a lack of appreciation. And there's also a lack of value. And I think that this is how he makes you feel about yourself. And in return, I don't feel like you're valuing yourself all the way. I feel like the way that you see yourself, like when you look in the mirror, and how you feel about yourself as a person is very low. I don't know if it's like self esteem or something like that. We're not dating. Yes, we are not dating, but have been seeing each other since. Okay. Um, I feel like you don't feel the best about yourself, and I think a lot of times when you are with a significant other, um, when you're with a significant other, when they make you happy and they make you feel good, you feel so much better about yourself. Like you could be like any good, like for example, a good man will make his lady feel like she's like the most beautiful girl ever and will bring up her self-esteem. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that he's doing that for you. Let me see what you're saying. Yes, he tells me praise woman ever, but I don't feel that low self-esteem right now. Okay, yeah, I could tell that your self-esteem is not in the best place. Um, I will say that you guys do have a very strong attachment to each other. So it feels like even in times when you guys tend to drift apart, you guys have that magnetic pull to each other. Um, I do see the issues still. So I don't think that the issues are going to be worked out anytime soon, to be honest with you. I'm more concerned about that poking. I don't know where that poking is coming from. And honestly, maybe that could be your issues, arising and, those issues kind of poking at you. Um, I don't feel like anytime too soon you guys will be like on the best same page. I'm not really sure how you guys can go about getting there, but I really have a feeling that it has to come with both sides. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can feel that poking on both sides. I think that you guys, and please don't be offended when I tell you this because I truly do mean this with love. I really think that you guys both need to kind of grow up because the poking at each other feels very, very, very petty. It's like, okay, well, he pissed me off, so I'm going to turn around and poke him back. And then he ups the ante and pokes you. And then you got to get him back. So you're going to have to poke him. And it's just a vicious cycle where you guys are both acting really petty and immature. And I think that as long as that petty and immature energy is there, you're never going to get over those issues. Um, it's better if you guys grow up together in that. Yes, yeah. It feels very petty and it feels very immature. And that's something that you guys are both going to have to get over. Um, if you make a conscious effort in yourself, and that's my cat and my creaky bathroom door. Um, you guys are both going to have to make the effort to not be like that to each other. Feels very gaslighty. Very gaslighty. I think he gaslights you more than you gaslight him, but I think that you love to poke. You love to poke. You do. Girl, you're really petty. I can feel it. I think you're very petty. But you know what though? I don't hate you for it because it kind of feels funny. Like you're like petty in a funny way. Like you're petty, girl. He gaslights and you are petty. Okay. All right. Next person is going to be I get it. It's okay. No judgment here, girl. Um Oh my gosh. I do not know how to pronounce this name. Mm. I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna do that good, but I'm gonna try. Guillermina C. Guillermina? Guillermina. If it is Spanish, or Spanish, if it is Spanish, the double L should be like an E sound. But then there's an E after it. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Guillermina. The last name starts with a C. I do not know how to pronounce this. Whoever's name this is. It's Mina. Okay. That's me. Just call me Mina for okay. Mina. It is Mina. Okay, now I know. I'm so sorry. I'm horrible with names. Will my paperwork go through in time? Okay. Work related. Will my paperwork go through in time? Okay. Um let's see. Let's go with another deck of cards for you. Let's go with this one. Let me put these over here. Oh, kind of like Guillermo. I totally butchered the fuck out of that then. Guillermo Mina. Did I say that kind of right? A little bit? Okay. All right, guys, let me try to get through these regions. Hi, kitty kitty. What are you doing, baby girl? I know. I see you. She's rubbing up against my leg. Would you like to say hello? Would you like to come up just for a minute? And that I pet you for a minute, and then you have to go down. Come on. Are you gonna jump, or you want me to pick you up? Oh no. I love you. You know I love you. If you guys are new here, this is our mascot. Her name is Pumpkin. This is our channel mascot. She's a sweet kitty. She looks very mean. She makes like the meanest, like scowly like faces at people. But she's not. She's a sweet little kitty cat. Yeah, she loves to be scratched. That's her favorite. She loves scratchies. She loves to sit outside on my back screen porch. Yeah, she's a good kitty. Yeah, she's my sweet little girl. Yes. She's my sweetie kitty cat, and I love her. Yes, I love you so much. I love my sweet kitty. Yes, I love my kitty. Yes, I love my kitty cat so much. My sweet little angel. Okay, I'm gonna put you down because I gotta work. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Mina, this reading's for you. Okay, so I'm I'm named after my daddy. Was not till he passed. I appreciated the name, and yes, you got it. Oh, yay! Okay. Well, listen. Honestly, sometimes losing somebody puts things into perspective, but the fact that you got it is the most important part. Okay. So you're asking me about that paper, and I feel like if you get it in time, it's going to be by the skin of your teeth. It's going to be very, 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 very close, or very close. Sorry, close. I can see a lot of stress about it. I can see a lot of making that effort. Let's talk about your job for a minute because With your job, I'm not sure, obviously, I'm not sure what it is, but you have a good union there with your job. You have fulfillment there with that job. You have grounding there. Um, also, the only you have yourself in a good standing there. The only thing I'm worried about is I feel like something's not going to go your way, and I think that that has to do with the paperwork that you're talking about. And the other thing is that you have initiation. So I feel like there's going to be a big halt in getting something started, which obviously I don't know all the parameters of the job that you're talking about, but I feel like there's a big halt, like a big obstacle and a big hurdle in my way. Um and I feel a lot of stress and anxiety from it. So I honestly think that I'm not feeling the best about it. I think that if you do, you're going to be cutting it very, very, very close. Like very, 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 very close. Like skin of your teeth close. If there's any way that you could hurry the process, or I would advise you to talk to whoever you need to talk to. If there's anybody you could talk to hurry the process up, I would say to do that. But other than that, I feel like with the job, I feel like everything's positive around it for the most part. But that paperwork that you're waiting on is very stressful. I can feel that, like, oh, that weight, that anxiety, that stress, and that worry about it. So I would say if there's any way that you could talk to whoever you need to talk to get it done and get that paperwork in time, or paperwork to go through on time, then I think you should try to get on that. Okay. Let's see. I do have it closed for right now just because I have a lot I have to get through. Well, not a lot, but I still have some. I might open the readings back up right at the end. So if you guys want to hang out, I might open it up right at the end and do a few more. But I have to get through the ones that I have. Let's see. Guadalupe M. You're welcome, Mina. Okay, hold on, wait. I think I read this totally incorrectly. I want to know about the relationship. I want to know the relationship I have with it. Okay. Okay, let's switch over here for you, Guadalupe. Hello, John. Hey, Gonzalo. I'm on my PayPal list right now. I do have it closed for right now, honey. But I might open it back up. I'm not sure. I have to get through what I have first because it's already 12:37. But I mean, if anything, I will be live again tomorrow for sure. Hi, John. Okay. Guadalupe. Where's Guadalupe? I think she's on my chin itches. I think she's on my YouTube side over here. Okay. Yep, Guadalupe. You're right there. Okay, Guadalupe. Let's talk about. I want to know about the. Okay. I want to get some clarification. Oh, I feel a pimple coming. Oh, I feel a pimple coming on my chin. Oh. Okay. When you asked me, you want to know about the relationship with your kid's father and his mother. Are you talking about between those two? You want to know about the relationship between the father and the mother? And then you want to know, I want to know the relationship. You want to, okay. You want to know about your kid's father and his relationship with his mother, and then you want to know about the relationship between the same mother and you. So ex mother-in-law, and then you want to know about your mother-in-law and your baby daddy. I want to just make sure I'm interpreting that correctly. Yes. Okay. Okay. I just had to make sure. Okay. Um who I can't get it out of my okay, Guadalupe, you're gonna have to answer this for me. And I'm gonna go open up my door real quick because I want to get some air in here. Who is using who? Somebody, no, maybe it's not current, it could be past. Somebody was using somebody, like taking advantage or using somebody. I feel like someone was using someone, but I can't tell who was using who. Somebody's using somebody. Okay, let me go open up my door real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, my cat really loves to go on the back porch. Guadalupe, you didn't answer me yet. I gave you tons of time. Tons. That's okay. Okay, so let me oh, yes you did. His mom was using him to get involved in a custody battle. Ah, okay, okay. I see. That makes sense now. I knew somebody was using somebody. I kept picking it up in my head, so I had to make sense of all these crazy things I'm hearing and seeing and thinking, and then I have to make sense of everything and then have everything make sense. So it seems like a lot sometimes. Um, okay, so you know what? There's a lot of positive and negative between all of you guys in general. She and I are good. Yeah, she and I are good now, but she is pushing him and getting involved again. Okay, okay. So this is the card of victory. I don't think things are going to go her way, um, the way that she wants them to go. Now, this card right here makes me really feel like she's trying to pursue her own personal vendetta or her own personal gain in the situation, but it's not going to work out how she wants it to work out. I think that the attachment that she has in the situation is just too much. She needs to take a step back. I don't think sometimes that she is understanding that she's a grandparent and not a parent. There's a big difference, and I think that sometimes grandparents don't realize that they're a grandparent and not a parent, and then they push their own agenda, and that's what I think she's doing. But I will say that I feel like she does respect you in a lot of ways. Maybe you didn't feel like that before, because this right here is that she wasn't seeing your value before, but I do think that she respects your position. Yes, she acts like she is a father to my kids. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's you know what? Honestly, I will say because I can pick up intention. I feel like she's pushing her own personal vendetta there, but then I also do feel like she kind of feels sad and lonely to me, and I think that that's why she is trying to fill a role that is not her place to fill, because something about the situation makes her feel really sad and lonely, and I think that that's why she kind of pursues that as well. um I don't think she has the worst intentions, though, I will say. um I would maybe if you take a position where you kind of maybe see that and you kind of feel bad for her, maybe you'll realize why she makes some of the decisions that she makes. I do think that you guys are going through a little bit of a rough patch right now. You guys do have that there. I don't think that that's going to last forever. She and her boyfriend have been fighting and she had to give up a puppy because him. Oh, that's so sad. I wouldn't want to give up my kitty. I love my kitty. That's what I'm saying. I think that she's really trying to fill other voids, and she feels really sad. I maybe I don't know if you've tried this before, but maybe if you try to talk to her and try to level with her, I do think that she respects you, and I feel like maybe if you find a way for her to fit in where she feels very included, I think she needs to feel needed. I think you should talk to her. I think she has a very big void and she needs to feel needed. I think that she needs to have an outlet where she can give love and receive love. And if she's not getting it in other places, I think she's overstepping those boundaries to get that because she has a big void there. That's what I'm saying. I think she feels really sad, Guadalupe. I really do. Listen, I don't think she's perfect. None of us are. But oh, excuse me. Hold on. Okay. She's making me feel really sad. She is. I'm feeling really sad and lonely. I think that she needs to have that rebalance. And I think that you guys can be like a happier family unit. My kid's dad is not letting her get involved. Okay. Honestly, if she can accept, let me put it this way. If you guys have a discussion with her where you're like, "Hey, listen, we want you to be involved. We love for you to be around, but please when you have to understand that you are the grandparent and not the parent." And if you guys can kindly have that conversation together and have that agreement together, I think that there will be peace and you guys will have that happy family moment again. um but I think she's doing a lot of what she's doing because she is sad. She feels really sad. It feels like there's like a very big void, so I think that she's overstepping her boundaries because of that. But a lot of our fights are because she wants the power over them. Yeah. Yeah. She wants to fill a void. And honestly, I can relate to that because that's how my ex mother-in-law was, or monster-in-law as I like to call her, because she didn't want to be the grandparent, she wanted to be the parent of everybody. And when my ex-husband was with his other kid's mom, they were both my ex-husband and his ex-girlfriend were two brain dead mules lost in the desert. But I didn't need that. I didn't need an adult. I wasn't an adult with kids that needed my mommy to tell me how to pay my bills and how to run a household and how to cook and how to clean. And I didn't need someone to take care of my kids for me. I could do that myself. My mom taught me how to do that when I was like 5. My ex-husband and his ex-girlfriend never learned that apparently. Um, so she could be the puppet master to pull all the strings. So when I entered the picture, I cut the strings because I didn't need that. We didn't need that. It was not needed. And I think that I was a huge threat to her and she hated my fucking guts because of it. I think that she's sometimes you ever know that figure of speech hurt people, comma hurt people. So when someone's hurting, they tend to hurt other people in a slew of different ways. And I think that that's what she's doing. I really, really, really do think that this is something that can be discussed, um, you know, to where there's a happy outcome for everybody, as long as you catch her in the right mood. I think that's going to be the kicker of it. Okay, let's see. She has always done everything for him, and he is a father of 2, and now So I'm more like, yeah. Oh, I know what you mean. I know what you mean, girl. My ex-husband's the same way. My ex-husband's the same way. Okay, the next person is Leah N. Leah N. You're welcome, Guadalupe. Okay, Leah, girl, you wrote so much stuff, girl. You wrote so much stuff. I'm gonna try to just answer for you what I can. Oh my God. Okay, guys, just give me a minute to read this real quick. Took care of okay. Okay. Because these situations will be a little more tired than usual. Just looking for answers. Ooh, Leah, where's Leah at? Where is Leah at? Leah N. Leah N. Okay. I'm gonna answer your stuff. Uh, I'm not using cards because this isn't something for cards, but I'm gonna answer your stuff. Um. Okay. I don't think that you are a medium, but I think that you're very sensitive to spirit and how my hair is kind of tight. I think you're very sensitive to spirit and I think you're very sensitive to spiritual presence. And I think that this is why it is draining you more than normal. What you are experiencing doesn't have to do with work. It has to do with, especially as when someone is at the end of their life, they will have loved ones coming to quote unquote collect them or take them with them to cross over. And those spirits will come around more often than just once, a lot of times, especially towards the end. So that knocking that you're hearing, the thickness in the air, the uh, you can have a patient make those sort of like energy shifts in the air or those knocking feeling or those knocking sounds or anything like that even after they pass they'll kind of give you signs and symbols in that way as well. I'm trying to make sure I hit on your things. When you were saying the room felt heavier and the patient seemed different, um that is very, very, very on par with that as well. You saying that the energy felt depleted and that you couldn't explain it. Spirits run off of my fucking hair is way too tight. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna talk and do this at the same time. Spirits run off. Ow, 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 ow. I did this way too tight. Oh, son of a motherfucker. Hold on. Owie, 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 ow, ow. Oh, I got it tangled. Okay. All right. I'm a professional. I'm going to power through. Spirits, this is how professional we are here. Spirits run off of energy and energy output and energy. Ow, fuck. I really tangled up my hair. Ow, shit. Motherfucker. Messy bun my ass. More like painful bun. Oh my, y'all. My hair tie is fucking, oh man. Spirits run off of energy. Okay, I think I'm getting it. Oh, shit. Spirits run off of energy and they are more than capable of, ow, fuck, manipulating the energy around. Oh my, I'm gonna do the reading like this. Spirits are more than capable of manipulating energy around them and draining other energy sources. Now, not all the time is that people, but when you are, oh my God, it's so tangled. When you are sensitive to spirit, y'all, I don't know what the fuck I did. I'm so sorry, Ellen. Give me 1 second. Let me just get this out because I don't want to. Oh my God, what did I do? Jesus, take the wheel. Okay, okay. I have a big chunk of my hair that is literally stuck in this hair tie, and I don't know what to do to get it out. I'm trying to stretch it open. Oh my God, y'all. Oh my God. I don't know what I did. Okay, I don't know what I did. Come on, hair. Oh my God. Guys, what do I do? What do I do? How did I do this? Okay, okay, okay. Don't panic. Don't panic. Don't panic. Don't panic. Don't panic. I don't want to cut it. I really don't. Let me just try to pull a little bit of hair from it at a time. Oh, no. Y'all, I can't see it. Okay. Oh, it's gonna rip. It's gonna rip. It's gonna rip. I can tell it's gonna rip. Oh my God. Hi, my name is Vanessa. My life is falling apart. Jesus, please help me get this scrunchie out of my fucking hair. Lord, why me? Okay, okay. I can do this. I can do this. I'm so sorry, LN. Give me one. Y'all, I can make this shit up. Okay, I can see that it's because of this right here. Okay, it's these hairs right. Oh, y'all. Y'all, I can, you know what? Oh God, jeez, I don't want to break. I don't, I had to. I had to. I had to, and I'm not happy about it. I had to rip it. I had to. I don't know what I did. Oh, those hairs are much shorter. Ow, I don't know what I did. I have like a big tangle right here. What did I do? What the fuck did I do to my hair? Y'all, when I tell you, yeah, it was like, it was, y'all. Okay, it doesn't look like a lot, but y'all, she was tangled and she was not coming out. And the only way to do this was to rip it. That was the only way. I should have just got scissors. I shouldn't have ripped it. But it's okay. It's okay. Okay, let me just make a little hairball right here so I don't lose all this hair on my fucking desk and shit. Okay, yeah, it was a lot. I don't know what I did. I have literally I don't know what I did. It was a hairball. Maybe tile. No, it was like it had wrapped around this and knotted itself around the scrunchie. Okay, I don't know what I did, but it's okay. We're okay. It's not a hair catastrophe. It's not. Oh, my hair was like too tight. Okay, let me loosely put it up. Loosely put it up, and it's gonna look like shit now. I don't have a hairbrush in here, obviously. Okay, back to what I was saying. LN. Spirits run off of energy, and everything they do requires that energy. So they can manipulate the energy around them, and they could be drawing energy from other sources, and that could be like electronics, but that and stuff like that. But it could also be, this is attractive. Oh, I did that too tight too. It can also be people. So they will drain from what, oh, y'all, this is not attractive. They will drain from whatever energy source that they have available. You know what? I don't like this either. They will drain from whatever energy source that they have available to them. So if it's not, something else, it could be from you. And that would not be, yeah, a geisha bun. That would not be surprising to me to see. Now, since you are sensitive to spirit, This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing now. And I just need you guys to love me past my hairdo. It would not be surprising to me to see you being drained from it. Now, I do think that you are very sensitive to spirit. Um, I also think that there could be some part of you that could very much communicate with them. Um, I could, if you ever wanted to figure out exactly what you have going on, you could have a little bit of mediumship quality in you, and that's just going to amplify everything that you're going through. If you ever wanted to do a reading and you and I just talk and discuss exactly what you have going on, I can tell you by talking to you more of what I'm picking up, because I will pick up more by talking to you. And I can give you some advice on how to protect yourself from that kind of stuff, because you are more susceptible to spiritual attack. You are more susceptible to darker entities and darker spirits, and they will be attracted. Darker spirits and darker energies will be attracted to you even more because you're around death a lot. So that wouldn't be good for someone like you that's very sensitive to it. So if you ever wanted to do a private reading, I'll be more than happy to help you with stuff like this during a private reading. And I can give you some advice on how to protect yourself and stuff like that from it. Okay. Let's see. Ow, that really fucking hurt my head, guys. Oof. Lord, that hurt. Okay, that's it for the PayPal list. Let's go on to here. Okay, LDC, LDC. Okay, LDC. I'm going to answer your question as well without cards. Um, for your first question, I feel like there's a part of her, you're welcome, Ellen. There's a part of her that's willing to do for your answer for number one. There's a part of her that's willing to leave for you to keep it. I don't think that there's really going to be like a rush or a sense of urgency or a sense of like, I'm going to hurry up and do this for her. But also, though, too, I will say that I really feel like you need to get something of your own to make it yours. So your name's on the deed, you're making the payments for it, because it can never be taken away from you if it's yours. It can never be used as an object of power, an area of contention, or anything that's being held over your head or anything like that. Um, Now, if she's willing to do that for a little while so you can buy something, then okay. But I don't see it as like an instant, like she's going to make moves on it right away. For your second question, what will make your mom happy? I think that your mom is very much a worrier. I think that your mom is a little bit too involved sometimes, as far as she wants to be more involved in the decision making and stuff for you in your life. But I will say that your mom's intentions aren't really horrible. I think that she takes helicopter mom to a different level. But I don't think that she means it necessarily in the worst ways, because she does love you and she does worry. She worries a lot. I think she overstresses and overworries. Okay, we got someone putting some adult content in here because okay, Cheaty got it. Thank you, Cheaty. I can let's see. I can hide them from the channel together. Um, I don't think that I think that your mom worries a lot, but then there is a little part that she might be using things in favor for her own personal gain, and um that's where I don't feel good about it. So I think for the most part your mom means well, but then there's a small part that feels like she might push things in a certain direction for her own personal gain, and that's what makes my alarm bells go off. Okay. Gabriella M. Let me read your stuff here. My ex-father, my daughter. We have been split up for a year, and what's going to happen between us? Do I just need to move on? Is he moving on? I lost my job recently. Will I find it out or something? Awesome. Okay, Gabriella M. Wherever Gabriella M is, let's do these cards for you. Gabriella M. Gabriella M. Oh, okay. So your first question about the ex and stuff between you guys. I want you to distance yourself from that situation. Um I think that you also need to have some clear boundaries there. Um I don't feel like the energy is good for you guys. Um, there's a part of me where I don't want to trust him. I don't know if it's like the girl thing, like, you know what I mean? Like between us girls, and I'm like, girl, I don't want to trust him. But there's something about him that's really making me not trust him. Um, the word shady kind of is bouncing around in my head. Like it just feels like shady, and it just feels off. I know that you're asking about that, but you do have a clearance card with that. You also do have a remembrance card with that, and then you know this is double confirmation of girl, put that shit behind you. Okay, put that shit behind you. Now you are very unbalanced, and I think that your personal like magic and how you're feeling about yourself and just everything around you is off and unbalanced. And I know you were, what you I don't want to say what you were saying in there because I'm trying to keep it private for you. But I think that that's going to close soon. I want you to do a couple things. Um and I'll tell you about that in a minute. You do have a cycle card here, and that's what makes me feel like that stuff will pass and come to an end. This is what I want you to do. I want you, you have an intention card here. So I want to talk to you about intention. I want you to set some intentions for yourself. Okay. I want you to, um, Gabriella, where are you at? I haven't seen you. Can you comment or something? Let me know. Any do you have any incense, any sage, or would you be open to getting any incense or sage? Would you be okay with that? What I want you to do is I want you to cleanse yourself, and I want you to cleanse your home. Um, because what a cleansing will do is it'll kind of help to reset that energy in your home. And Excuse me. And I kind of think that it'll help you reset yourself mentally. I feel like you need to really hit the reset button. And I think that you really need to focus on yourself and focus on taking care of yourself. And I think that there's a big part. You would be okay with that? Okay. You can go on Amazon and you can buy sage. You can get a little thing of sage. It does not have to be big and expensive. They have big ones. It really doesn't matter which one you get. Sage is very smoky. Make sure you open up a couple doors or windows. And I want you to I have sage around here somewhere. Um okay, so like uh let's pretend like this lighter is my sage, okay? I want you to take your sage in your hand. It's very smoky. When you light it and then let it burn for like maybe like 10 seconds or so. And then you blow it out and it creates a lot of smoke. Okay. So I want you to just go around yourself and I want you to have the smoke around your body. And I want you to say audibly out loud the things that you want to leave your headspace, the things that you want to leave your body, the things that you want to leave your mind and your heart. Okay. And then I want you to go around your house and I want you to talk about everything you want to leave your home. And it can be anything you want. I want you to cast it out. I want you to cast out dread, hard feelings, heartbreak, sadness, depression, any bad intentions or any people that mean you any harm in your life or anything like that. Okay. I want you to do that. And then I want you to let all the smoke go out of your house. Again, make sure you have some windows and some doors open because that smoke is strong and it can get thick and it's not cool. Well, it's not that it's not cool. It's just, it's not good. You don't, girl, you want it to go. Okay. And then after that clears out, wait about like 5 minutes or so. And then I want you to take the sage again and I want you to go back around yourself. Okay. And I want you to invite things in. I want you to, and I want you, after you do this yourself, I want you to go around your house and do it. I want you to invite in love and happiness. Girl, you can ask for prosperity. If you want to bring in religion into it. If you have any religious affiliation, you can bring religion into it. You can, girl, you can go around your house and invite in big dick energy if you want. It doesn't matter. The sky's the limit. Okay. Prosperity, anything and everything that you want or that you could think of. And I want you to go back to your home and I want you to do that. I want you to hit the reset button on the energy of yourself. And I want you to hit the reset button on the energy that's in your home. Um, and then I want you to pick yourself up by your bootstraps. I want you to put your big girl panties on and I want you to do what you got to do for you and for your kids or your kid. I want you to make sure that you take care of you and your family first before you ever worry about any other guy or anything like that. But the ex, I don't think it's a good situation for you. Thank you, Kaza. I appreciate it. Okay, let's see who's next. Yeah, it could be big D energy. It could be a lot of things. Okay, Jennifer W. Jennifer W. When I see my husband this week, our marriage, or are things going to come together? What is preventing him from becoming his drinking issues? Oh, that's you. Aloha. Okay. Okay. Getting sleepy. Almost done. Yeah. We love that big D energy, right? Absolutely, we do. Okay. All right. Aloha. We're gonna do your reading. Okay, I'm gonna answer one of your questions right off the bat. You were asking me about and I'm not going to put all your business out there. So I'm going to be respectful. I want you guys to understand. I know you guys do, but I just want to reiterate. Sometimes when people ask me questions, I really do try to read them privately, and I try to respect people's privacy, and I try not to put everybody's business out there and stuff like that. I think everyone here, I've never had anyone here in my readings ever doing them for years online. I've never had people come out on my readings and condemn other like people that are watching and getting readings, and I would never stand for that, and I'm just glad that everyone here is like understanding, and because we all go through shit, whether it's good, happy, bad, ugly, pretty, we all go through shit in our lives. But sometimes I say things, and I say things on like the down low because I don't want to put everybody's stuff out there, you know what I mean? Because I try to be respectful of everyone's feelings and wishes and stuff. So I really appreciate you guys for understanding that. But I want to answer your one question about your husband overcoming that issue. And I just want to say that I think that there is a lot of deep rooted issue and feelings that he buries, and that's his way of really coping and burying. And then there's a part of him that just enjoys it and likes how he feels when he is doing it. But I think there's some really deep stuff there that needs to be addressed, whether it's through therapy or something like that. But that's what really has a hold on it. That sounds accurate, yeah. Your little bats in the background are almost ready for some Christmas sweaters. I know, but I love my bats all year round. I love bats. Oh, my eye is itching. Oh, goodness gracious, great balls of fire. My eye is itching. Okay. All right. Let's pull your card. Let me see your other questions again. Okay. I just don't know what the issues are, and he's always says he doesn't either. You know what? Honestly, um he could be suppressing them. I was trying to look for the word suppressing them. It's like your subconscious and your body knows that they're there, so it'll do those protective measures. And then some. I think there is a big part of him that just likes it. He likes how he feels when he's doing them. And that is a very big kicker to it as well. Okay. Um okay, so it numbs him. I'm not surprised. Yeah. How much is a reading? I went to the link but didn't know which one to choose. Stacy, it's really up to you which one to choose. Personally, majority of the time, people always my best selling reading is the 45 minutes with tarot cards. That is one that I always suggest someone to get, either the 30 or the 45-minute one. But I personally prefer to do the 45-minute ones only because I want there to be enough time where people can ask me questions, people can come through, we can do cards. I want to be able to do a little bit of everything that clients are wanting during the reading. And I feel like 30 minutes is okay, but I feel like 45 minutes gives plenty of time for all of that to happen and take time. So I always suggest for people to book the 45-minute reading with cards. Cards are not typically 100% necessary, but they are very helpful tools. And I do really enjoy using them, obviously. And they're very good tools for clarification as well, and to pick up future events. So I always tell people that a 45-minute reading with cards is the best. Second best would be the 30-minute reading with cards. But I hope that answers that for you. Okay. Ow, I feel like my butt is sticking to my chair. Okay. All right. So let me see what I have here for you. Let me go over your questions again. Okay. I feel like this is a little back and forth. There's a lot of hurt feelings here. Okay. There's a lot of hurt feelings. You have the storm warning card. But I really feel like most of the storm, you've already weathered a lot of it. Now, I'm not saying there isn't any to come, but I feel like you've already weathered a lot of it. I really feel like there's been a lot of deep thought on both of your ends on what you do and don't want to do. Okay. I know that your marriage is kind of hanging on that limb right there, but with the negative set aside, you guys really do have the abundance card here. You have a lot of love in between you. I know that your husband has issues with, with his issue, but you're so welcome, Stacy. Um, but that love is still strong in here. He has good intention. I just feel like it's not that he doesn't want to. He does want to do better. He's just really having a hard time. You know what I mean? There's love, but the issue is yes, I agree. The issue is so, 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 so huge. And I think that you are beyond loving, and I think that you've been beyond patient. Um, can I talk about your issue openly? Can I make a comment about it publicly? Is that okay? Yes. Has he gone to rehab? Has he tried rehab yet, or AA? Yes, in an outpatient doesn't work. Okay. Also, if he really wants to stop, there is a medicine that you can take that will literally make him dog fucking sick if he takes it and drinks. Has he tried anything like that? Because I feel like in his mind and his heart, he does want to, but he just can't. He just can't. It has a very strong hold over him. I would look at alternative therapies if he really wants to try to do it. I would try, if he's open to it, which I kind of think he would be, even though he kind of would probably feel silly. There are people that listen to hypnosis kind of stuff for drinking. He won't take that, but he's on one that's meant to reduce cravings, doesn't work. Yeah, see, he needs to take it. And the reason why he won't take it is because he knows he's still going to drink and he doesn't want to get sick. He's going to have to make a choice. He's going to have to make a choice because I feel like there's a lot of being stuck here, and you've been having to continue to be strong the whole entire time. And I'm not one, hi, Anna. I'm not one to tell people to give someone ultimatums, but I truly feel like he's going to have to choose between you or drinking. And unfortunately, he's going to have to live with the decision that he makes, because I think that, yeah, I think that he's unfortunately going to make a very poor choice. I'm so sorry you're going through this. I don't feel the best about it. I really don't. I really don't. And I hate telling you that. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news whatsoever. Love is not your issue. It's that demon that has a hold of him. I think that you should literally have a conversation with him. I think you should hug him. I think you should hold him in his hand and tell him, like, listen, I love you, but I love myself enough to not put myself through this anymore. And I want nothing more than to stay with you. But if staying with you needs to look like total inpatient therapy for longer periods of time, or it needs to be alternative medicines as far as like therapies and stuff like that, or it needs to be sorry, I'm picking up I'm gonna address that, Anna, because I just picked up something in my head. Um, it needs to be really, really, really making the last ditch effort, because it's not just saving your marriage, and he needs to understand it's not just about saving your marriage, it's about him saving his life. Because I feel like, obviously, over time, drinking is really going to take a toll on him physically, and medically. And it's not just about your marriage, it's about his life and his quality of life. Um, and if he really wants to be with you, then he'll take that fucking medicine that makes him sick. The only reason he's not taking it is because he knows that he's going to drink. Yeah. And that's why I think because I don't talk medical stuff or anything like that, but that's why I kind of wanted to say that, because I feel like he doesn't, like, it's not hitting him yet. It's not sinking in. It's like maybe he might get it, but it's not hitting home yet. It's not hitting home yet. I do wish you the best of luck with that, though. I really do. Um okay, so your dad passed away on September 23rd, and I'm missing him so much. Anna, you're welcome, honey. Um, Anna, I feel like I'm trying to keep it at bay here, because I do have myself closed off to mediumship when I'm doing readings. I feel like your father would want to make me laugh if I start talking to him. I also feel like your father has a good, strong presence and a good, strong energy, but I feel like he would want to tell me a joke. And I don't know why I'm feeling like that. But I feel like if I meet him, he would just want to make me laugh, and he wants to tell me a joke. Um, so I don't know if you're new here or not to me. I do mediumship readings all the time, but I only do those during private readings, because I want to be able to talk to you one on one and be able to concentrate on his energy that's coming through. So if you want to speak to him, I'll be more than happy to help you do that and have that connection with your dad again. I do have a link in the pinned comments. That is my link tree. And I believe the top one is how you can book a reading with me. And I will be more than happy to talk to him for you and play telephone for you. Um, but I feel like your dad's energy feels very kind, and he just wants to make me laugh. Okay, let's see if I have any other readings on the other app. I think I do. I believe so. Okay. Um that's why okay, Native Americans normally do have very strong energy. I've noticed that. And yes, he would want that. Yep. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Sometimes I can feel them from a distance, and he feels very friendly, but friendly, but not outright. uh I don't know how to explain it. Like, he holds back a little bit, but he's friendly, but I feel like he would just want to make me laugh, like, right off the bat. Like, just tell me a joke to make me more comfortable, or to make him more comfortable, though, too, if that makes sense. Okay, Guadalupe C. Guadalupe C. I need your questions. Guadalupe C. Oh, and Angie, you sent me questions in Messenger. Okay. Very kind of you to do those things for him. Most people straight away leave. Yeah, I do. I hope things work out too. You're welcome, Anna. Guadalupe C. Guadalupe C. Okay, Angie, let me go to your questions real quick. Okay. Okay, guys, just give me a second. Let me read these real quick. Okay. Okay, Angie. You're welcome, Annie or Anna. Honestly, I don't know how you would feel or if you would want to do a private reading, but I feel like there's a lot of people when I do private readings, energy of some spirits that come through are lower and some are kind of in the middle and some are higher. And I feel like your dad's would be between middle and high. And I feel like he would be able to talk to me a lot. So I think that if you wanted to do a reading, he would be very, very, very good to do reading. Sometimes some are low. I have a little hair that's like tickling me on my leg. Some are more lower and they're very hard to conversate with and show things to. But I feel like your father's is a little bit higher and he would be so much easier to do a reading with, and I think that he would come through very strongly. So if you want to do a reading, I highly, highly, highly suggest to do so because his energy's strong. Because trust me, I'm picking him up even though I have my guard down. I'm not trying to ignore him, but I'm not doing a reading. I'm not doing a mediumship reading for you right now. So I'm kind of pushing it away, and he's fighting me on it. Which happens every now and then. He wants to talk. So I if you're open to doing a private reading, he's wants to talk. Okay, I'll save it for if you do a private reading because he's putting stuff in my head. Okay. God, he's very talkative. Okay. The more I talk about him, the more he keeps trying to talk to me. Um. Okay, let me do Angie's and then I'll do yours, Guadalupe. Want to know when will I find another job? Okay. Okay, Guadalupe, give me a minute. For the private readings, let me put my booking calendar out there for you, and I will let you look at there's different types of readings. They just go by time, really, and if you want cards in your reading. Um, Let me pin it. Oh, there we go. Guadalupe has it. Or no, I'm not Guadalupe. I just read her name. I'm so sorry. Chidi has it. I'm gonna pin my booking calendar. But Chidi also put my link tree out there. It is at the top of my link tree. There is a booking link. And it is a Calendly link. That is the link that I just posted. Um, Let me see. Do I have it on my Facebook side? Yes, I do. Okay. Yeah, Anna, I really, gosh, your dad really wants to talk because I can feel him off in the distance. Okay. But the of the light, to answer your questions, the readings are different price points depending on what you are wanting to book. If you do have a PayPal account, an established PayPal account, PayPal will allow you to book now and pay over time. That's between you and PayPal. It has nothing to do with me, but but you're allowed to book now and pay over time. So there's that. Okay. Um, Let me see. What was I gonna do? What was I doing? Oh, I'm doing Angeline's reading. I'm doing Angeline's reading, and then I'm going to do Guadalupe. Okay, let me get her now. Angeline, the link is in the pinned comment, girl. Okay, let's do your reading. Let's see what your chisme is about. Vanessa, I told a YouTube channel about you in a comment. Okay. Hopefully it was a good comment. What YouTube channel was it? I really don't watch YouTube at all. I do have a video that's going to be posted sometime tomorrow, though. But thank you for spreading the love. I appreciate it. Hopefully it was good. Okay. Okay. Angeline, let's have a little chit chat, girl. Okay. I feel like you are very close. Uh-oh, I hit my computer thing real quick. Are you guys still there? Yes. Okay. Uh-oh, that's what I did. Okay, hold on, wait. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. I accidentally zoomed in on everything on my computer. Wait. Okay, there we go. I fixed it. Oopsies. All right. So, Angeline, I feel like you are very close, like you, because you're asking me about like relationship and stuff. I think that you're very much real close, like around the block from a good relationship. Okay. Um, I feel like you're very, very, very close to a relationship because you do have that abundance coming in, right? Now, with that being said, I think that you should take action and still don't put all your ducks into one basket yet. You're asking me about the guy that you are currently talking to. I don't feel the worst about him, but I also don't feel the best. I can't definitively tell you whether this is from him or not, but I feel like there's deceit here. Okay. And then you also do have the storm warning card. So I don't know if you're if this is the one, if that's the one for you. Okay. I feel like there's deceit going on. And honestly, I would tell you to truly trust your gut. I really would. Okay. Now, with that being said, um, here's you with good intention. This is you with that door to love open. You do have a man, honey, coming in and wanting to give you that love that you're wanting because that's what he's wanting in return. He has that good intention in return. And then here you have the value that you guys see in each other. And then the only thing, the little monkey wrench is I think that this guy that you're going to be with, I feel like he's probably been hurt not majority, more than likely, I think he's been cheated on, and I think that he needs a lot of patience. I think that he has been very hurt by a woman before, and I really feel like it's going to be someone that has been cheated on, and that is going to be something that he's going to have to process and deal with. And I think it's going to take him a little bit more time to warm up. And for your relationship to take off because he has been hurt before. But that's kind of normal. A lot of us that have been hurt, it takes us a minute. You know what I mean? Like we're like, hold on, wait. I don't know if I can trust you and blah 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 because I've been hurt before. And I think that that's normal for a lot of people. But this current guy that you're talking to, I mean, I'm not telling you what to do, but I wouldn't. I'm just saying. Okay, let me put that here. Nikki and Gabby's channel. I don't know who Nikki and Gabby are. They were talking about their possible lives in their on their podcast, and I told them that you do past life readings. Okay, I don't know who Nikki and Gabby is, but thank you. I really don't watch YouTube or anything like that. I'm so horrible. Yeah, I think he's gonna have a wall to I think he's gonna have a wall put up, but I think slowly you can take some bricks out of that wall. I do. I think he's gonna need some patience. He's gonna need some patience. Okay, and then Guadalupe, you are my last contestant on Vanessa's live readings. Okay, all righty. I can still feel Anna's dad trying to talk to me. And even, honestly, even for me, like I have myself blocked off right now from spirits because I concentrate on doing the lives and this stuff. But sometimes when certain energies are very strong, they still try to come through and they want to come through. And it's like they'll start poking through my wall. So it's like I can close myself off, but I can never 100% close myself off, which is really weird. But I can close myself off pretty well. But when you have a very strong energy, like I think it's is it Anna or Annie's? Anna. Like Anna's dad, like he's gonna beat my wall down anyway. But then as soon as I started giving him attention, then my walls kind of go to shit. Okay. Okay, Guadalupe. I don't know what's going on with your current work situation. I know you're asking me about getting a new job. But I feel like your current work situation is not it's like they don't have your well obviously because most jobs don't care about their employees' best interest, but I feel like whoever you're working for or working around or working under, they don't have your best interest here. Um I also I also think that this is you, the High Priestess card, and you taking power over your own situation. So I think that is you moving on. And this card talks about you having to do what's best for you and making the best decisions for you. And I think that would be you leaving. Um, this card here is the Winds of Change card. So again, this is you changing your trajectory. Um, this is a fertility card, and a fertility can mean a lot of things, but fertility is most of the time it's nurturing. And I think that you need to nurture yourself and take care of you. And I think that you need to move on. Now, you do have containment. I feel like you're stuck where you are for right now, but I don't think it's going to be too long. I think that once you start getting out there and looking, I think a job will take a little bit of time for you to come across, but not too long. But I think that you need to expand your horizons and pretty much just get out of there because I think that they're using you. It like using and abusing you. Like just it's just too much. It's too much. It's like you're willing to give an inch, but they'll take a mile from you. I want you to take care of yourself. And I want you to really get the ball rolling on changing your job. And then this too, this is a watchtower card. Now, sometimes it can give a time frame. I really think that if you really get yourself out there hardcore and put in some applications and really get the ball rolling, I think that you could get a job before winter time. I really do. um I really think that you need to get out of the situation that you're in because it doesn't feel like the people around you are good. It just really feels like I said, it's like you'll give an inch but they'll take a mile. You know what I mean? And that concludes all the readings for tonight. It's been 3 hours and 13 minutes. How do you put your walls up? For me personally, this is going to sound really silly, but I kind of envision myself just having a wall up around me. And the way that I do it is this is going to sound silly, but I'm a big Harry Potter fan. And when I always envisioned putting my walls up, I always envisioned in the Harry Potter movies, there's this cloak that Harry Potter gets, and it's called the Cloak of Invisibility. and he literally puts it on around him, and he's under this cloak and no one can see him. And when I envision that cloak being put around me, it's like I envision it around me, but then I push the cloak out to where it's kind of like it envelops my home. So it's like all of my space. You see, am I explaining that okay? So it's kind of like I do it like that. I love that the bats are still on the wall. Honestly, the bats have been on the wall. It wasn't there just for Halloween. The bats have been on the wall for a very, very, very long time. Um, and I love my bats. I'm a big fan of bats. I would love to get a bat tattoo. I love bats. I think that bats are one of my spirit animals, and they are my favorite. So that is why I have bats. It wasn't just there for Halloween. They will be there all the time, all year long. Have you taken the Pottermore test? If yes, what is your Hogwarts house? I haven't taken it, but I don't really think about it. My favorite is Gryffindor. That's it. That one's my favorite. Does that stop unwanted visions from popping up from spirits when you're at home? Yes and no. Aunt said, imagine a bubble around you for protection. Yes, it's kind of like that, but like it's kind of like having that bubble around you, but that's just how I always envision it. My nickname as a young girl in my teen years through my 30s, I was called Annie. That's funny because I kept wanting to call you Annie instead of Anna, which is weird. And I literally scrolled up to look at your name because I'm like, no, her name's Annie. And I literally scrolled up just a minute ago and you could see me doing it. I went, oh, Anna. Because I keep wanting to call you Annie instead of Anna. And I'm sure that your father's putting that in my head. Sometimes they do that. I've done that before. Like I did a reading, I would say like I think it was like maybe a month and a half ago. And I was doing a reading and it was actually for a guy. Um and I said, this is going to sound really weird, but I keep wanting to call you like a bird and I don't know why. And he started, getting a little emotional and I kind of gave him a minute and it was for his mom. And he said that his mom always called him her little dove. And I was like, okay, that makes sense. Like, because she was like, wanting to call him a dove. So I was like, why do I keep wanting to call you a bird? And I don't know why. Are you doing readings tomorrow? Yes, I will do readings tomorrow. I don't know what readings yet, but I will do readings tomorrow. Yes. I just don't know what exactly, but I will be doing them. But okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get off here. It is 1:47 my time, and I have to get up at 7 a.m. So I will see you guys soon. Anna, I really hope that one day I'll be able to do a reading for you with your dad because I like his energy. I like it a lot. So I will say goodbye to you guys on Facebook first. I'll be live tomorrow and I will see you guys then. Bye. I hope you guys have a good night. Sleep well. Be kind to each other. Be kind to yourselves. All right. Love y'all. Bye. Okay. All right. Good night to you guys now too. I hope you guys have a good night. I'm gonna get some much needed beauty sleep. My ugly ass needs some damn beauty rest. So I will see you guys tomorrow. I hope you guys have a good night and get some sleep. Be kind to each other. Drink your water. Have a good one. Bye, guys.